But for real, has anyone seen that movie with this guy?
What movie are you talking about?
I literally think it's called Stuffing.
No.
Nice try,
No.
Frank. You got
I've seen a movie.
These nuts at the top of the show.
Yeah, that's the first thing that everybody hears.
Ethan didn't know. He didn't know. He was taking the bait. I was like this under the table. I was waiting. Damn, dude. Why you gotta?
I didn't know you were actually nutsing.
I don't know either.
I was.
Fuck that.
Tanner saved the day.
Dude, you cut the line, dude. You cut the line on me.
Lay on hands.
I had him.
Lay on hands.
Okay, are we ready to roll here? We're live.
We have.
I wish I saw the intro. To be honest with you, let me bring up the Twitch stream.
Don't
and
do
get-
it now.
That's so cringe. Dude,
Don't do it now. You're the DM. You have to start.
Okay, starting in 5. Are we gonna carry on that meme? We shouldn't.
Maybe.
We really shouldn't. Okay. There was a meme every time we
Oh,
started
no.
DIA for like a year and a half. We would do a countdown after the stream had already started. It was really dumb. Okay. Bro, in chat they're saying this intro is sick. I'm gonna go back and watch it. Okay, anyways, let's recap. You crazy guys. So last session, you got all your kit, you were ready, you were pumped up, you were adventuring, dove into the haunted house, you scared away some weasels, went into a haunted house, and found some stuff very quickly. Found your way into a basement, heard some squeaky bumpy upstairs. Found your way into a basement, whereupon you got shot at a little bit. One of you fell down. Wyatt fell down, and then that made everyone get scared. Y'all turned around, ran away, used some rock explosives to kill 4 of them instantly, and then you took it to a vote and said, let's go home. I think we got what we came for. Whereupon you met Anders, and he gave you a little bit of payment, but he didn't give you a lot of payment. He's leaving a lot of payment on the table, quite literally, as you are chilling at his place, taking a long rest. Short rest. And recouping. I love that I'm a level 1 DM. That is so juicy. Excellent. Okay. So,
You're welcome.
that is where we left off, and we will begin the scene with you all kind of chilling out. You can go to various places in the house, but as it stands, the gold on the table has been kind of collected as it was really just a theatrical performance, all but 50 gold, which are in 5 separate stacks on the table in front of each of you. And Scarin goes up and collects Scarin the butler goes up and collects the...
Don't scare him. He's a nice guy.
Sorry, how much gold does everybody get?
Everybody gets 10 gold. But the sack of gold you all approximated to be about 1,000 gold that has now been retrieved from the table.
That's if we clean up the manch.
Yeah, if you want a short form mansion, yeah.
I thought that it was 10 gold total between all of us.
No. He gave you 10 each.
Good to know.
So, at this, as the gold is getting collected, Wyatt, Anders, while Scarin's collecting it, Anders starts kind of like walking out of the room a little bit, but he turns back and he looks at you and he kind of just nods his head in a gesture, signaling that he wants you to follow him.
The buddy or the Anders?
Anders.
I'll not too hastily take my feet off of his coffee table and just kind of get up and start walking over.
Okay. And he leads you back into the main entryway and starts walking up this very wide, ornate staircase with a kind of nautical themed brass railing. And he kind of holds onto it and slowly makes his way up the stairs. and he just kind of lets out a little bit of a sigh, and he says, I'm starting to get the feeling that not everybody here is really a big fan of me, and I'd like to change that. Do you have any suggestions?
Kind of give him like a puzzling look. Suggestions. What are you asking me for?
Well, to be frank, I just think that I get the vibe that you're not necessarily against what I'm trying to do here. You seem to be on board, so to speak.
And what is it you're exactly trying to do?
Well, I'd like to be in your good graces, and unfortunately, the best way that I've known to do that with some of my workers, or really anyone that's done anything for me, has just been to pay them well. And I do think that I'm doing that here, but I just get the sense that I'm coming across the wrong way.
Well, why do you think that is?
Well, the Aarakocra called me a dick, and I didn't like that.
I called you a rat.
Sorry, a rat, if I'm remembering correctly. And I just... I just want to turn that around.
I don't mean to interrupt, but do the common folk call you a dick too?
No, in fact, most of the people who work for me...
No.
Hopefully.
Not talking about the people that work for you, just the people of the town.
I don't necessarily associate with them as much as I maybe should.
Well, maybe that's your problem.
Maybe it is.
Maybe what you need to do is I feel like you got lots of time. Maybe you need to make little pit stops throughout the city. A couple times a week, say hi to people, shake some hands, kiss some babies, and Bob's your uncle.
You might be right, actually. I think I'm gonna give that a go. Well, if you could do me a favor and maybe try to help them see what you see. And I don't know exactly what it is that you see, but whatever it is, just pass it along.
I will do my best, and just if you ever need anything else, you just give me a shout. I'm happy to help.
I will. And while you're resting, just just take this and maybe fiddle around with it so you can figure out how it works. And he hands you a little, almost hard papered box. Seems pretty nondescript. Feels like it might be hollow, but also feels like it weighs a little bit more than it should. Simple brown coloring. Just hands it to you.
And what is this?
Well, just take your time while you're hanging out down there. Give it a look over, and you'll figure it out. I think it works a little differently for everybody, so.
Okay. Good chatting, Anders. You take care now. Thanks for your hospitality, as always.
Anytime. And he continues heading up another flight of stairs and just kind of leaves you on the second floor.
Kiss, 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 kiss.
Can I, before I go down, fiddle with it before I go back to the peeps? Like try to figure out what's going on with it.
Yeah. So as you're kind of inspecting it, you see that one of the sides kind of like opens up. So it's got like a lid, and then inside you can see these small, like blue wavy patterns on the inside of it.
I can see inside the box, and there's wavy patterns inside the box.
Yes.
But how do I see in the box? Is it a little flap open, or is it like completely open on the top or on the side? Or
Yeah, so the top just totally opens. Like it's not. It's like just not a connected piece. Like
so
it's only connected on the one side, so it's almost like a hinge.
and there's just waves inside.
Yeah, there's just like little, like almost like a little painting of waves on the inside.
Can I like put my hand inside, like feel the inside?
Yeah. It just feels like an empty box.
And I spin it around, nothing, just inside there's waves.
Yep.
I'll put a little gold coin in it, close it, and then put it in my backpack.
Okay.
And just go back to the lobby.
All right. In the lobby, Scarin kind of 1,000 or so gold coins later, piling it all back up into its satchel. Kind of looks around the room, everybody, wherever you were seated before. Is there anything that I could get anyone while I'm here? You have a little while.
Did that
Some
coffee?
bandages.
Did that coffee come in that I asked for? Did you bring the coffee?
Oh, he already bandaged you up.
Oh, I asked for coffee.
Oh shit! I forgot about that.
Yeah. Yes, of course. And he kind of quickly piles everything up and heads off and quickly returns with coffee not moments later.
Thank you, kind sir.
I'll stay out of your way, as you, I'm sure, have some things to discuss. But if you need me, just call for me. Again, the name is Scarin. I should just be around a corner somewhere.
Thank you kindly, sir.
And he bows out gracefully, leaving you all in Anders' living room.
Well, should we game plan?
Yes, because the longer we stay here to rest, the longer they have to rest as well.
Peaches, you said that you'd had dealt with some of them. How many was that again?
I believe I got 4 of them.
Okay. And dead.
I don't actually know how many there are. I didn't go into the other side of that wall, so I hope I took out a good chunk.
Well, does anybody have any plans as to do we just kick down the front door?
We could sneak in through the cave.
Well, there's also the fact that something rowdy is on the second floor. Right? We don't know what that could be. Could be more ferrets, whatever the hell it is that we saw, beavers. I don't know. But there's something up there. Maybe people in the basement, creatures in the attic. Who knows?
Maybe it's a ghost.
Maybe. Regardless, I think whichever way we come in, whatever it is that we're looking for, we were probably right near it. The basement probably has to be the right place to be for what it is that we're trying to extinguish, quite frankly. So
Sorry, thinking back on it, were there any like? You said that there were holes in the roof, right?
But there were, yeah,
Yeah.
you could see them from the outside.
Big enough to get in through?
Yeah. You also, to kind of recap too, what you saw on top of the building was holes and like kind of caved in portions of the roof. There were also these vultures flying around up top.
We could go in through the top down. Take out whatever's on the second floor in the meantime, and then head down.
Or we could go through the front door and use the stairs, get up there that way.
And take care of the other one. Oh, use the stairs. But what if they're waiting for us? They wouldn't expect us to come through the roof.
Well, the moment we get up that road, we have to expect the unexpected. There's no way we're going to know where they're going to be this time around.
That's true.
I say we wing it. I say there's no use in making a plan here. We've already come in quiet. They saw us. They're going to be expecting us back. So there's no way to predict. In fact, we should not predict. That is probably the better strategy here. Because if we predict,
I think what we should do to prepare is figure out what we can do to help each other. Maybe come up with some attack plans.
that's an excellent idea. Right now, I need a couple of Z's. And he'll just get cozy in the chair, grab his hat, put it on his face, and try to take a short nap. And I think Frank's internet is out.
Oh, what?
Oh, your webcam just... That was good. You're back.
Froze. Welcome back,
It's
Frank.
Maybe I was just.
Maybe you were
Okay.
sitting that incredibly still.
I think I was actually.
Maybe.
No, it froze.
Yeah.
I saw
Okay,
it.
fair enough.
And Wyatt will just nap for his short rest.
Okay.
Well, while we wait for that, I think a battle plan is a good idea. I'm okay to take kind of the front lines to be the first man in. If you guys want to stay behind me and do your shooty blasty.
By the way, I still am disguised as one of them because he just hasn't taken it off yet. Just unknowingly. He's just comfortable. Just standing around.
Wait, how are you disguised again?
Because I told them, I disguised myself and I said they look like this. To like
Oh,
show them
He
what they
has a
look like.
feature as a furbolg.
right. How long does that last?
Yeah,
hour.
How long does that last?
An hour.
An hour? Nice.
Yeah. So
We could have used that to get in.
We didn't know what they looked like yet, though.
We could have used it an hour from now to get in.
off. True. True.
Does it refresh after a short rest or a long rest?
That is a great question.
Your character.
Yeah, I was just looking at my healing light as well.
I can use it again. Out of character.
Cool.
Nice.
Well, your character would know in character too if you wanted to tell them that.
Out of character. Yeah. Yeah. And also in character.
So I think we take Wyatt's lead, rest up, and then get going once everybody feels good.
Sure.
Okay.
Cool.
Okay. If nobody's tossing anything else out there. Okay, so pretty uneventful. You're just chilling in this guy's living room. Every once in a while, you hear or see Scarin, depending on what you're doing, kind of pop his head in, check on you, give a little smile, and then kind of go back to his work. And then after about an hour or so, you guys feel nice and rested. Short rest you can log, which Foundry does automatically if you wanted to do that. You can also choose how many hit die you want to use, so on and so forth.
I used my hit die.
Yeah, I think we used him last session.
You did?
I think.
We long
Maybe I'm
rested.
thinking my other D&D
No, we
group.
didn't long rest.
No,
Last
I have 0 hit dice.
Oh, I see what you're saying. You're saying at the end of last session.
No. You should have hit dice. You sure for actually, yeah. You just never punched yours in.
Oh,
Yeah, you have 0 out of 0. So you.
it
just
won't let
never
me
had
change it. It just brings up a thing that says adjust remaining hit dice levels for each class,
Oh,
undo
'cause
changes and
you-
save changes.
Yeah, you haven't added your. So you're doing everything through Foundry, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so there is. Okay, let's get this out of the way now. So I forget from player side how you go into the compendium, right?
For what? What are you trying to add? Or what do you
Add her level, like add
Class.
her class. Yeah.
Oh, the class. Yeah, it's compendium, and then you drag it onto your character sheet once you find the class. At least that's what I had to do.
Classes, and you are.
Upper, higher, mid.
Let me see here. Oh no, wait,
It's
you're
not
a
on there.
warlock. Thank God.
Warlock,
For a second there, I thought you were a.
Eric
Artificer.
Okra won't be in there.
No, you don't need Eric Okra.
Upbeat music.
Okay, so if you look in,
Oh.
yeah, if you look in your thing there, so it automatically sets that all. So when you level up, you actually just click the drop down, and then you can go from there. Okay.
Gotcha.
Okay, so you guys are ready to rip?
Thank you.
All right, so nearing the end of the hour, Anders kind of comes back into the room and just clears his throat. Okay, I think we gotta get going here, guys. If you're feeling up to it again. I know there was some hesitancy before.
Yeah, I think, and I'll just kind of look around to the group. We're all set to go.
Okay. All right. Well, I hate to do this to you, but if you could, maybe give yourselves a little bit of a gap. You know, maybe go 2 and 3, so it's not quite so suspicious. Just maybe 2 minutes in between would be great. Groups of 5, you know, all kitted up might look a little bit strange leaving the town together, especially walking out of my place. You know what I mean?
Oh, like the way we walked here all together.
Yeah, that wasn't. I probably should have prepared for that and let you guys know, but you know, it is what it is. I'm sure nobody caught on. You were paying attention, right? Nobody watched you walk in here, right?
Yeah, it's all good,
Not
Anders.
that I can see.
All right. Well, best of luck, and whatever you find, don't forget, bring it on back, and payment's all yours.
Me and Fayorn will stay back. You two. Sorry, you 3. I'll jet first. Me and Fayorn will catch up.
Cool, let's do
Okay.
it.
Yep.
All right. So the 3 of you walk off. Take the path up north, and along your way, you see Gellin hanging out in the cross section there, amidst the townsfolk. But he kind of stands out as like people notice him and they like wave to him, and you see he's just kind of like weirdly like looking up in the sky, and then after as you kind of make your way closer, you see this like some sort of carrier bird come and land on his hand as you walk past, and he kind of sees you guys coming, and oh, Grix, lovely to see you out today.
Hey, how's it going?
What kind of bird is it?
It is it's some sort of like pigeon that is unique to specifically the coastline.
Beach chicken, if you will.
Yes. Puffy beach chicken. And he kind of like looks around and he says, oh, have you all done the deed?
Nah, we came back. We got some issues going on there. We're going back right now, though. So everything's gonna get taken care of.
Okay.
Can I pet your pigeon?
Yes, and he seems like a little bit almost anxious, and he kind of lets it hang out on his finger, and he reaches it out for you. Seems
I'll
very
reach out and try and pet it.
well behaved, and it just kind of like a bird would, just kind of tucks its head down and lets
Ruffles
you.
its feathers.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you got any
Seems like you
advice for
should.
us, that'd be great.
I wish I did. I really do, but this line of work is one that I've avoided.
Well, I've always wanted to get
Seems
out
like
there,
a-
so
Well, again, best of luck, and don't feel obligated to, hand over everything. You're doing the work. You should keep what you find. Of course, other than the evidence, but if you find things that are valuable, just keep them for yourselves.
are you expecting us to find anything valuable?
Well, rumor has it there was a lot of gold being created up there. There's no
Where'd you hear
reason
that from?
Well, rumors. My whole life I've heard of that place. The alchemist, the stone, the gold. Any of that. Just keep it for yourselves.
Have you ever been up there?
No. Heavens, why would I do that?
Do I believe him?
Give me an insight.
Ooh.
17. Yeah, he seems like, he just seems like he's too rich to ever go near anything so dirty as that place.
Well, it
I'll
is
make
quite
sure to tell
dangerous.
Elle.
It's
Sorry.
sorry. Probably best to stay away from there then.
Yes, but kudos to you for getting this done. Anyways, don't let me slow you down. I just wanted to make sure that, it was getting done. Again, best of luck to all of you. On your way now.
I'll give him a slight head bow and start leading the heading towards the mansion.
Okay. And he kind of leans into his little pigeon and starts kind of fidgeting with it, and then starts walking down the path. Okay, so you make your way. Whoop. Which 3 do I got here? Whoop. Okay, you start making your way out of town, and the road is pretty clear. There's people walking in and out of town, but as you make your way out again, it starts to kind of thin out. Wyatt and Fayorn. I don't know if there's a particular reason why Wyatt you wanted to go with Fayorn, but anything you want to do before you head out?
Yeah, just as we're walking, I'll say to Fayorn, you ever see many paper boxes here in Saltmarsh? Tiny little white paper boxes.
No.
Sure about that? Would you lie to me, Fayorn?
What do you mean a paper box?
If I show you this little paper box that I just got, you gotta swear to secrecy. You're not gonna tell nobody.
About a paper box?
That's right, about a paper box. You gotta
Okay.
zip that lip, boy.
I can do that.
I'll take out the paper box. I put a little gold coin in there. I thought maybe it would do something. Have a look.
Is it just like origami paper box? Or
It
is it
is,
like
yeah.
a cardboard?
Yeah, it's like a hard paper, almost like cardboard, but not layered.
Cardstock?
Yeah, like
Cardboard.
cardstock. There you go. Okay, thanks, guys.
And it's just like how big is it?
It's like maybe 6 inches by 6
And there's
inches.
just a
by
gold
6 inches.
coin in there.
Yep. You just open it up and you see the similar like wave pattern on the inside.
What am I looking at? Why is this a secret?
I don't know. Somebody gave me this box, and I'm just trying to figure out what the hell's going on with it. Maybe it's nothing. Maybe it's nothing. But I thought maybe if there's anybody that knows about the waves, it's the wavy man himself.
Do I know anything about it? Does it just look like somebody drew waves on the inside?
It looks
That's it.
just like a paper box with waves on the inside.
Okay. I mean, it doesn't look special. You could probably put some things in there. Not a lot, but
Yeah, I was hoping for something better than storage, but I appreciate that, Fayorn. Don't worry about it.
I mean, it's just a paper box. Where did you get it?
It's not important, Fayorn. What's important is that I get to the bottom of this. And I'll take the paper box out of his hand.
Okay. All right.
Was the gold coin still in it?
Yes.
I didn't take it.
No, I meant when you opened it.
Sleight of hand. No, I'm just kidding.
And then I'll
Yeah.
just
Okay.
unless he wants to keep talking, I'll just walk
No.
with Fayorn.
Are you going to walk and inspect the box?
Sure.
Or are you just
Why not?
tucking? Okay.
Why not?
Right.
Power of suggestion.
Power of suggestion. Look at that. Unintentional, but sure. All right. So you make your way up as your two separate parties. And again, it is about a 4-mile trek, so it's quite a while to get your way up there. But after enough time, you find yourselves at the fork in the road. Not too far behind would, of course, be your secondary group. So seems like you guys already know what you're doing. You make your way through the kind of brush, and you stand outside of the house yet again.
Is there any movement in the windows?
Give me a perception check.
This is all of us together now?
Yes.
Okay, then before I arrive, I'll just put, if I don't inspect the box of anything, I'll just put it away before I get there.
I will say that is a good point. As you've kind of been looking it over about an hour into your trek, you do in fact identify what the box is. And I will send that over to you.
Oh shit.
The paper box of waves. That's my favorite magic item.
Yeah, it creates infinite paper with waves on the back of it.
Were we rolling
Okay.
perception, sorry?
Okay.
I rolled to see if there was any movement in the windows.
Okay.
14. Okay, so Peaches, you're kind of like inspecting the windows, and you see actually on the upper floor to the far right, there actually is some movement. It's very blurry as the windows are quite dirty. Another thing that you actually notice is that the window second from the right on the top floor is oddly very, very clean. Every other window is dirty and gross looking.
That's suspicious. Look at
What
that
is-
one window. It's spotless. The rest are just filthy.
Maybe that's where the noise was coming from.
Does it look, now that I can see that it looks odd, can I see if there's any sort of magical sheen to it? Is it an illusion?
Give me an Arcana check.
This should go great. Yay!
It is baffling. It is super baffling.
Guys, I think it's magically clean.
Also, I guess when I originally described this house, I don't think I actually described the the situation of the house itself. So despite the fact that you kind of you walk up the path and then you're at the house, you actually walk up the path and kind of it arcs around the side of the house, which is why you were able to see the stuff that I described in the backyard, because you kind of walk around the backyard to the front of the house, which actually faces out towards the sea. And it's, again, on this cliff kind of overhanging the side of the sea.
I think we should try and use a different entrance.
Why is that?
Well, they are probably expecting us to come right through the front door again. Or at the very least have probably trapped it.
Do you
Well,
think they'd actually expect us back?
Possibly. We can't rule on anything out.
Well, there's a couple of back doors. I think I'd feel a lot better if we scrub this place top to bottom. Seems like that's what we got to do now.
Hi.
Should we?
Carefully.
I mean, they're on high alert. Shouldn't? I mean, you probably scared them. I mean, I'd be scared. Shouldn't we just go in there and tell them to surrender?
I don't think I'm very intimidating.
I mean, you killed them. That's pretty scary.
Eh,
And
I'm also bright pink.
speaking of killing, if we could maybe refrain from doing that for the rest of them, maybe incapacitate and have them tied up, place them somewhere for somebody to deal with them, remove them obviously from the premises if that's our job. But
Bring them to justice.
yeah, I mean, there's got to be a reason they're doing this, and we'll never know the reason, and we'll never be able to change their minds if they're dead.
I fully agree.
Yeah.
Now, I'm also not a fool, and if push does come to shove, but if we could just take caution and, maybe not set in our default to kill for this.
I mean, I can't make any promises, but I'll do my best.
That's all I can ask.
This feels oddly out of game.
Well, folks, we need to get a move on.
We never
losing
came
a
up
little
with
bit.
battle plans.
I mean, I'll stay in the front lines. You
I can
guys
heal.
do what you do best. I saw the way that you dealt with the creatures down at the docks. I don't mind being our shield for this.
I can try and charm one of them. maybe get them on our side for a little bit.
Yeah. Otherwise, what we're expecting, somebody upstairs, somebody downstairs. Assume, I don't know, now that they're -4, 15? 3 for each of us. But like White said, I think we're wasting time out here. Do we want to try the back, or are we just going through the front?
I vote for back.
Yeah, let's mix it up a little bit.
Just to be clear, there is actually no back door.
Oh. Guys, I
Just-
just checked it out. There is no back door.
But there was in the one room that
Oh,
we
sorry.
went.
You're right. There is. It's just not in line with the front door. You're right. There is the patio door. Yeah.
Okay.
Your camera froze again.
I think my internet's a little bit wonky right now. I could probably restart my computer, but I won't do that right now.
We still hear you fine.
Yeah.
That's all.
It's just the camera.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, let's get a move on.
Just make
Let's do
sure
it.
you're like striking poses a bunch.
Okay.
Get a new PC, Frank. Time for a new PC. Just get a new.
I think I need to redo my flooring too to make sure this
Yeah,
works.
yeah, and your walls, because the Wi-Fi it's
Yeah.
blocking. Yeah.
I got you.
All right.
Okay.
Well,
I'm moving.
let's quietly
patio.
join up. I'm on the lookout for weasels.
Are the vultures
Or
still up
weasel,
top,
yeah.
by the way?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. They just kind of been hanging out up there. Okay.
Just vultures?
So what's that?
Just vultures?
Just vultures. From what you can see from the ground, you can see about 5 of them.
Can I be on the lookout for any courier pigeons?
Sure. Okay. So weasels and courier.
Milo. The
Okay.
orc.
All right. So you guys make your way around the back. So at the back, again, just as you're kind of going through here, it's pretty much overgrown entirely. There's like a well back there, and that's about it. Some like dead garden, and really not much else. So you make your way to the back of the house, to the patio. I will say the weasels, you do not find any, and you also do not see a carrier pigeon in the sky. Just those vultures kind of hanging out, and they do eye you as you make your way to the back. And there you find yourselves. So doors are active. You can do whatever you want. You can kind of wasty yourselves around.
I throw the vultures a peace sign.
I'll point at the door and look at Milo. All right, point break. Let's go.
Yeah.
Does maybe somebody want to check it for traps?
Well, was the door when we first came in here trapped?
You're right. And I'm just going to go open the door.
I
Okay.
was
All
gonna
right.
ask if we could hear anything on the other side of it first, but okay.
All right.
Okay. So open.
And it's a very similar scene to what you saw before. It looks pretty much exactly the way you left it.
Can I
Looks the way we left it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hatch closed.
Hatch closed.
can I look through these
Well,
windows on the outside?
For sure.
What's the dust? For that as well.
The what?
The dust on the ground, because before we saw footprints, and because we got
Okay,
chased
so I'll-
out. I'm kind of curious. So after you're done his window thing.
Sure. So Wyatt, what you can see, actually, you're gonna have to give me a perception check. It's a little bit. The windows are pretty dusty. Otherwise, I would just kind of give you the rundown.
4.
A 4. So it's a little bit tough to see. But what I will tell you,
I'm
even
gonna-
on
I'm gonna check.
4,
All of these windows here on the 1, 2,
Shit.
3, 4, 5 windows.
Okay. So the window to the south, you already know what's in that room. That was like the writing area. This second room, this middle room here that you're standing in front of, that the only thing you see inside of there's clearly some sort of large table in the center of the room, but you can't really make out any of the other implements. The next room, you can see there's like some sort of countertop on the side that you are that spans almost the entire wall.
I know that it's kind of metagaming, but can I see the stairs going down, or I can't see that?
You can see them. Yeah,
Okay.
I'll say you can see those too. It's a pretty big feature.
Okay. I'll go back to the group. Guys, look through those windows, and I actually saw another staircase going down.
Up. Sorry,
Oh.
it goes up.
It goes up. There's 2 staircases going up.
That could come in handy.
More for us to look through.
Yeah, well, let's get a move on.
Well,
Anything?
once we
How's it
clear
looking
the
in there?
place out.
Yeah, I'll step in and we left the hatch open or we closed it.
I dropped
closed
it. I
them,
closed
yeah.
it.
Okay. So I'll like walk up to it again, and can I just like crouch down and try and hear for anything on the other side?
Absolutely. Give me a perception check.
I'm gonna laugh my ass off if the exact same thing happens.
Yeah. Guys, we gotta get out of here. I swear, we gotta get out of here. We gotta go. 17.
17. Okay. So you listen down, and you're pretty certain you hear nothing. There's no movement.
Sounds like whoever was down here before is gone, and I'm just gonna start to slowly open
Wait.
the thing. I'll hold at that.
You want to clear the downstairs first or the upstairs?
The upstairs might draw the downstairs, and vice versa.
Yeah, I would hate to move past this and have these whatever at our back if we do kind of push past. If that
What
makes
kind of
sense.
furniture's in the room again?
1 extra is better than 7 extra.
0 furniture.
Zero.
I'm sorry, by the way, Grix, you asked me for something after the window shopping was done. What did you ask me for?
I asked if there was any because before there was like footprints or there was drag marks with it like on the ground. I
Perfect.
asked if that's changed at all since we've left and came back now.
Give me a survival check.
A survival check.
Whoa, he's gonna die if he fails it?
Yes.
He's not gonna survive? For
Oh,
checking
he's
for
dead.
footprints?
So Grix, you take a look around,
He's dead.
and
I sneezed.
and because they were pointed out to you before, you can see the footprints from before. You also see the big giant mess that you guys all left behind. It's kind of hard to make out where one would have been. And yeah, you do sneeze. You know, you get a little too close to the dust.
I mean, we could always take one of those desks from one of the rooms or something and put it on top of the latch. That way it can't get opened or turn it open.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, sure. Fayorn, you want to give me a hand? And then I'll follow Fayorn to wherever they think, because they checked these other rooms.
Yeah.
Before I
Oh,
go
yeah.
though, Peaches, where is it that you said you dealt with the 4 that you dealt with?
Right at the bottom of the stairs.
Okay, I'm gonna go grab something to barricade this. Does anybody feel safe enough to take a peek to see if they've maybe cleaned that mess up or if the bodies are still there?
Could try. Does anyone feel rather not clumsy?
I mean, I can always give it a shot.
I can help you.
You lift it up. I'll stick my ear in there.
Okay. I'm gonna try and gently lift it so that he can see through, just like a peek.
Okay. As you lift it, you slowly lift it up, and you can see about a half of an inch into the like a crack, Grix. And Peaches, as you're pulling up, you actually can't pull any further than that. Grix, as you look in, you can still see that the room is lit by some sort of fire, and there's some dudes in the corner just getting lit. There is some sort of bolt on a cable that is now attached to the bottom of the hatch. You can see, though, that there are you can see 6 beds from your angle, 4 of which have bodies in them. And those bodies are pretty fucking mangled.
So it's a bolt with a cable attached to it, you said?
A bolt with a cable attached to it.
Cable, not rope, right?
Some sort of cable, yeah.
It's not like a
Can't look
tripwire.
higher
It's
than
like
this.
meant to not open. It's not like
It's locked from the inside.
Yeah.
Okay. If
Presumably in there.
hypothetically speaking, if I were to pull a dagger out and try to like run the blade along the cable, would it reach?
You would need something a lot longer than a
dagger.
Yeah, so it's 2.5 feet to the center of the square.
Okay, so what about like a Milo-sized dagger? Not a goblin-sized dagger.
Are you asking to see my penis?
Hey, if you're offering, buddy.
Actually, Milo's god does not allow
Oh.
floor humping, so it's strictly forbidden. He'll lose his paladin powers, basically.
Oh,
Yeah.
Well, I'll do it right now. I don't even fucking have any powers. I'm level 1, so let's get it out of the way. Fucking barely have anything.
What does
short-
the cable lead down to?
You can't see. You can only see on that angle, which allows you to see into the room, and you can see the length of cable, but you can't see what it connects to. It just goes beyond the vision.
Okay. This could be a trap.
well, then we should get the rest of the mansion figured out and come back to this later. It seems like they're not coming. It's cabled down.
and I mean, what Pete just said earlier, we could always go down through the cave, or through the side of the cliff here and get in.
It's either way we have to take them out, or rid this place of them.
But I say we start with upstairs.
I like
I
that.
really want to check out that window.
Yeah, and Feorn and I are just going to look for a desk. Would
Or-
would
well,
be
we don't
one of
need
the
it now.
studies or something?
Yes.
We don't
so
need
the-
it now.
Do we know that we don't need it?
Oh, you're right.
Just to
We
be
don't.
safe.
I mean, I'll say, like,
There's-
you
there's-
guys are
there's one
within
up here.
earshot. But there is a desk up there if you want to grab it.
I say we, although it does seem
Let's grab
nothing
it.
down there. Yeah, I say we grab the desk. That way, if there is something down there, they still can't come out.
Mhm.
Okay.
When they go to bring it out of the room, I just want to like say pivot.
You have to do that whole thing where you like walk through the door on the bottom side and then like angle it, and then you've got to like
Yeah,
turn it.
Get the legs out.
Yeah, the legs don't quite fit, so you gotta arch it around. It takes a while. You put some holes in some drywall, but you can patch it up later. It's fine. All right.
Milo doesn't want to go backwards because it's a genuine fear that his hands will get pinched between the object and the door going backwards. So
Yeah. Your,
Feorn goes backwards.
your god speaks directly into your head and says, "Hey, do you remember last time?" All right. So you bring the fucking desk. You put it on the latch, or on the hatch, and you are as secure as that makes you feel. It makes you feel that secure.
Cool. Well, upstairs.
Oh, let's get the this first floor all cleared out.
Yes. Let's do a sweep.
There's also another set of stairs at the back of the mansion. Let's get this first floor all suited up.
Can we hear that
Milo,
clanking?
take it away.
Yep. Can we close the door? Peaches, Peaches, you close the door behind you.
Got it.
Okay. And then yeah, I'll lead the charge.
Like grade school fire drills all over it.
And like, maybe like trying to be like a little like not stepping as hard as I possibly can. Not trying to bump into shit.
Sure.
Kind of get towards like the middle of the room. I'll look back to Wyatt and see which direction he's wanting me to peek at first or head towards first.
Let's get some stealth checks while you're doing that, if you're planning on doing that.
Only if we're all agreeing to tiptoe the entire time.
Yes.
Deal.
I will say that I put some extra grease in my legs so that I didn't
Oh my
squeak.
god.
I'm not very good at stealth, by the way, friends.
It
Unfortunately.
didn't work very well. It wasn't
Well,
WD-40, it was just vegetable oil.
Before.
Oh, mine didn't go in.
It did go in. You
It
got
did
a
go in.
crit.
Did it?
Yeah.
Oh, it did. Yeah, I know.
I did.
Wait,
I know.
you-
I know I did. But
I
mine
know,
didn't go
yeah.
in. I got a
Of
crit,
course
but
I
I
did,
know
yeah.
I know I did.
Okay, so as you're kind of creeping along, Feyorn inadvertently starts humming the Pink Panther theme song, making everybody else a little bit more stealthy. And you make your way wherever you're going. Where are you guys going?
This way, right? Is that where we're gonna go?
To the fork in the
Yeah,
road?
I'm
Fantastic.
following
Yeah,
my.
up top.
Oh, what?
All right. Okay. Ahead of you, it seems to be there are three choices. There are three doors, and the hallway also arcs to the right-hand side.
Should we split up?
Yeah. Faster that way.
Yeah. Sure. And I'll step this way. I'll go towards the end of the hall.
Okay.
And kind of just
I'll go this way.
I'll open this door.
Okay.
Open my door. All at the same time. Overrun Frank. Fuck him.
Door,
Get him.
doors are flying open. Doors are flying open. All right. So the door at the back, Wyatt, what you open up to is a. Whoop, this is a withdrawing room. Figure that one out. There's two stuffed armchairs.
I'm gonna
that stand-
withdraw for the evening.
I think that's actually what it means.
I know.
There's two stuffed armchairs that stand near the fireplace of this room. The covers have been torn and the stuffing has been pulled out of the chairs, but the wooden frames are intact. A broken table lies on the floor near the north wall.
I searched the room.
Okay, give me a perception check.
Here we go. Give me.
That
8.
one.
8. An 8.
God damn it.
This looks like a pretty non-eventful room. You just kind of glance around. Dirty windows, torn up chairs, stinky old fireplace. Nothing great.
Is there still stuffing left on the armchairs?
There's some, yeah.
I'm gonna take some out and just throw it on the ground.
Okay.
And I'm gonna
There's a little centipede runs by and you drop it on him and he just goes, "Fucking man."
I'm gonna flip one of the chairs upside down
Why?
and then close the door behind me as I exit.
I love it. I fucking love it.
Your stealth, everyone's stealth drops to a 2.
Ah!
As I go back in the hallway, I'll say, "Nothing here."
Grix, what you find, so, sorry. Grix, you find a dining room to your left there. It says, at one time, a long table stood in the center of this room. Now it lies broken on the floor. A broken chair sits against the wall between the windows, and there is a heap of broken dishes in the northwest corner. It is effectively a rage room now.
What about in the bottom right hand corner?
That is a fireplace as well.
Well, there's fireplaces in every
Can
room.
I search along the edge of the table, because I'm remembering the lockbox or the lock drawer in the other room. So can I just like run my hand along the edge of the table and then search the fireplace ashes?
For sure. Give me an investigation check and a perception check. Investigate the table, perception the fireplace. Investigation is a 15, and perception on the fireplace. Okay. So you kind of rub your hand along the table. You're pretty certain this is a broken dining table.
What's it made out of?
The fireplace is also pretty uneventful. It's dirty, dusty, stinky.
Okay, go.
Okay.
I'm gonna kick the ashes around all over the place, and no, I'm kidding. I'm just gonna leave. Yeah, ain't nothing in here.
Mr. freaking Milo up top.
Yeah,
what you
what do I-
find is a kitchen. The kitchen is dirty, it's damp, there's patches of gray mold and cobwebs on the floor, walls, and ceiling. In the southwest corner is some iron cooking equipment with a chimney above it. Next to it, under the window, is a cracked and discolored stone sink. To the right of the sink, there's a small closed wooden cupboard. It's fixed to the wall about 5 feet above the floor level. Against the far wall, a flight of wooden stairs leads upward from west to east. The woodwork of the staircase is decayed, and a few of the treads are missing.
Does anything seem to have been recently disturbed? Like maybe some areas less dusty, or like fingerprints on any of like the cupboards, cabinets, stuff like that? And I'll say that I step in.
Good question. And by the way, I did forget to note for you guys earlier.
You leveled up. Yes.
You know, your characters would know this. There were 2 sets of footprints. One of them did lead this way. So I'm going to hand that to you because your characters would know this. So give me a perception check, anyways, to find this recent disturbances.
10.
It's a 10. You can see that there's some like thin like scratch marks that look like have been made inside the stone sink that seem a little bit recent, and the footprints leading up the hallway actually lead up the staircase.
Okay. And then the staircase is it like just like wall? What I'm looking at, do I see like staircase, or do I just see like wall and I'd have to like walk around
No.
here to the...
You could see the whole. It's not walled off.
Okay,
Like,
is
you
there
could see
anything
the stairs.
underneath it, or like is there one of those like the Harry Potter rooms, or the fuck they're called?
No.
No.
No. There are like round spectacles, but other than that,
Okay. I'm gonna like just like quietly step up to this and just like slowly pull this door open to see what's in here.
for sure. Okay, so you can crack that open. And what you find in there is the scullery. This room displays the effects of damp and decay more than most. Mold is growing all over in patches on the floor, walls, and ceiling. There's a large copper cask, split, discolored, and empty. It stands under the window with a small heap of crockery shards on the floor beside it. Stairs lead down into presumably what is a cellar.
Down. With the sickness.
Are there any footmarks or footprints leading this way at all?
There are not.
What'd you call it? I keep, for some reason, celery?
Yes, it
Scullery.
smells fresh
Scullery.
and green and reminds you of Mama's soup.
No, you said celery for some reason.
Scullery.
Scullery. No, after scullery, you said celery.
Below.
You said cellar. You said it goes down to the cellar.
Cellar. Yes.
He
Okay,
never said
dude.
celery.
I never said celery.
just
You
hungry.
said celery.
Maybe yeah. Okay. Okay, so I'll close this door up and step back, and just like kind of like back to the group, say, footsteps lead this way and up the stairs.
What's in that room there?
Celery. It's a scullery. There's some stairs that lead down.
We could use that.
yeah, presumably, I would imagine a cellar underneath or something of the sort.
Be another way in. I like that. We don't have to disturb that cable.
True. Yeah, if they link up, I'll close that door as well. I'll
Okay.
come back. Also, suggestion: if we're not gonna follow these footsteps up the stairs just yet, and we're gonna use the ones out there in the main lobby, so we maybe want to try and bar this room closed, this kitchen closed. That way, again, people aren't coming our way.
I think we're fine.
Very well.
Okay, I'm gonna bounce over to the other two briefly here. Peaches, you step into what seems to be a large living area. The only thing of note in this room is a clump of tiny red mushrooms growing around a fireplace in a semicircular formation. Otherwise, the room is pretty bare.
Sorry, a semicircular or a circular?
Semicircular, like half of a fairy circle.
No, Frank.
What? Isn't that what those are called?
Yes.
What?
I'm gonna check out the mushrooms.
We're not
Is that what
laughing. We're not laughing at that.
What?
I was opening
Oh.
all the doors and Ethan was closing them, and we were trying to play hot potato.
It's literally Scooby Doo.
We're playing Subway Surfers.
Okay.
I'm gonna go check out the mushrooms.
Okay.
Fayon, come check this out.
Rush hour.
He sprints. He knows something's up with plants.
Mushrooms.
No.
Wait. Mushrooms.
Mushrooms.
What are
They're in this corner here.
They're like
In front of the
semicircle
fireplace.
around the fireplace.
Oh. Like, oh. That's weird. And Frank,
Uh-huh.
do I know what these are?
Yeah, they're pretty common mushroom, non-edible. Typically they're one of the more common ones. They grow in damp areas. Not a whole lot of things consume them, so they grow pretty well unperturbed.
Which side is the fireplace along where like these stairs are?
Yes.
It's weird that they would only grow on this side or like halfway around.
Is there like a pattern to it, Frank, or is it just
It's like a semicircle.
yeah, thanks. But like
Jeez.
is there a particular reason why they're growing like that?
So like
Like is the floorboard moist in the area? Is there like mold? Is there dirt? Are they growing from the ash?
so give me a nature check with advantage.
Okay. I almost did it wrong. Nature.
Mushroom man.
The mushroom.
Oh, that almost was. Here's the second roll. First roll's better.
Okay, 17. Okay, so these, you guys know what fairy circles are, right? I'm not just saying this and
Yes.
nobody knows what
Yes.
it is. Okay.
I only know what the RuneScape fairy circle is.
Yeah, same.
I know
Sure,
nothing
those
How
about
the
fairy
fairies
circles.
steal you.
That might be the only fairy
Portal.
circle I don't know about. So
Oh.
What is a fairy
So the-
circle?
There's one
They're-
in World of Warcraft.
mushrooms that just grow in a circle.
It's how like the fairies. It's like a portal for the fairies, and that's how they steal children.
They need a Draymond staff to do it.
Oh, shit, I didn't know that. Okay. So that's kind of what you gather is happening here. You kind of like inspect the floors, you're checking it out. There's really nothing that discerns why they would be doing this, other than that's just their nature.
Okay.
Is it magic?
No, it doesn't look like it. They just look like, I don't know what the mushroom is called, but they're just regular mushrooms.
Red caps.
But I don't eat them though. Red
Oh.
caps. Okay.
I think. Oh wait, I might be wrong.
We'll
Don't
call
eat
them that. No, you shouldn't eat them. I mean, you can,
Why?
but I wouldn't.
Are they dangerous or?
No,
Will they kill
I
me?
mean, to just not. You might have a tummy ache. You know,
Okay.
they're not poisonous.
Oh, I'm gonna reach over the mushroom circle and like kind of put my hand down just past the mushrooms to see if there's like a hidden floorboard or something like that.
Okay.
Like something that's like almost like the hatch in the other room.
Oh, I see. Okay. Go, I'm not gonna make you roll for this. You feel out, and it's just solid. It's just solid ground.
And what about along the back of the fireplace?
Yeah. Give me a perception check. A 9.
What is it with me and nines?
I mean, it's a dusty, dirty, stinky fireplace.
Oof. Well, I mean, I'm kind of at home. It's just like the mines.
I guess as she's doing that, I'll just go to this room since we were
Sure.
investigating.
Sure. So you take a look, and you see. Let me see here.
Jesus.
Aside from a large amount of, so this is another living area. Aside from a large amount of plaster that's fallen from the ceiling, the room is pretty bare. And as you step in, I'm actually going to have you make a perception check.
Dude,
How dare
you're
you?
gonna die.
You're gonna
My heart
die.
is in my throat suddenly.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, he can
21.
perceive everything.
Wow.
So
perceptive.
what you see is you see the plaster on the floor, and you kind of take a look around the room. You actually see that the floor above you is sagging, and then you kind of like take a step back, and you can see that the floor, like a pretty good chunk of the floor in that room is sagging, and then you like follow it out, and you realize, oh, like there's a pretty good chunk of floor in the first room you were in that's also sagging. It seems to be kind of this giant patch. And also, while you're perceiving this, you hear slight shuffling and squeaking above you. Seems to be coming from the far back corner.
Like a mouse or a rat squeaking?
Like something dragging, like just a small amount on the floor.
I see.
And squeaking like more of like a mechanical type of squeak.
Like a squeaky wheel.
Like a squeaky wheel, kind of.
Okay. There's no one down here, so I think we should go upstairs. This roof also doesn't look that stable.
Okay. Would I have heard about fairy circles?
Of course, yeah. They're like as common as they would be IRL. They're about that common.
Well, two of us
Wait,
didn't
what?
know about them.
So Peaches would know about them.
Can I step in it?
Sure.
You get swallowed.
I'm gonna like gently take a step and then take another step. and
Are
just
there
stand
any
on the
yellow
side.
mushrooms in the room, Frank?
There are not yellow mushrooms. There's only these red ones.
Thank you.
Okay. So you step into the mushrooms, and much to your disappointment, these seem to be really basic ass mushrooms that are not doing much for you.
I'm gonna take some of the mushrooms and put them in a little bag.
Sure. Okay. I'll say you can get 5 of them,
Awesome.
and they stay intact. Okay. You all
I
have
hear these
searched
make
your
you grow
rooms.
bigger.
Wait, what?
Okay.
What
That's
did
a
you
Mario
say?
joke.
Oh.
I said I hear these make you grow bigger.
Oh, I didn't even catch that. Okay, so you reconvene. Doors have been slammed. Not really, but okay. Fine.
What'd you guys find over there?
Mushrooms?
Mushrooms.
Sweet. we found stairs going up, but we also found stairs going down.
Ooh, you sound like you had more luck than us.
Well-
Did you find anything in that second room, Feorn?
No. But
Okay.
there was some squeaking coming from upstairs.
Oh, that's what we heard the first time.
So we should go upstairs.
Which set of stairs seemed more stable?
Um,
The ones in the kitchen suck.
yeah, the one,
Footsteps did lead that way.
yeah, the ones in the kitchen were a little bit more beat up, but yeah, the footsteps did lead up there. I mean, everything's about in the same level of disrepair. Maybe the ones in the main entrance are like 5% better.
I say if we're trying to be a little bit sneaky, if you're saying they're squeaking up there, then maybe we take the back stairs to avoid as much attention as we can garner. That way we're as far from the
Makes sense
squeaking.
there, yeah. That could work.
The back stairs do seem to be a bit more compromised.
Got
They
some
also
rope.
have, well, they also have the footsteps actually lead that way. These footprints here. Is there another set of footprints that leads to the main lobby stairs, Frank?
No.
Didn't Wyatt go up there last game?
He put a vulture up there or
on
something.
accident, I think he did.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, what'd you see up there? Why? When you went up there on accident?
I saw your mama.
Ayo.
Yeah, if we think going through the back stairs,
She was up there
again, we just-
squeaking.
that was a dog toy. It was a dog toy. That was a dog toy. She has a dog. That's a dog toy. She told me it was a dog toy.
Oh boy.
Oh, that's why there was collars there.
Oh my god.
Who's going upstairs first?
Well,
Do the stairs look like I could walk up them as like a 190-pound man?
Yes. Yeah,
Okay.
they look pretty stable.
hey Milo,
Stop.
What's that?
you got some rope? You want me to give you some rope? Maybe
Piece of shit.
if it breaks on the way up, you could pull someone up.
Yeah, I have heaps actually. They
Why?
gave us 100 feet.
Why
The
don't
council did.
I go first, and then if they fall out from under me, I just fly.
Sure.
Now we know if they're stable.
Lead the way.
Okay.
Maybe one at a time.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna gently make my way up the stairs.
Okay. Okay, so you make your way up, and I mean it holds pretty solid. If you click on that staircase, by the way, that little icon, you'll jump up to this top floor.
I
Okay.
think it's safe.
She disappeared.
Hey, Peaches!
Oh shit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then I'll just follow up if it looks good.
Okay, sweet. So as you kind of make your way up, you realize it's actually still pretty solid. It's still intact. What you find on the top floor, by the way, the first thing of note is that there is a pretty busted up second flight of stairs that leads to just a giant pile of rubble and busted wood that would otherwise be an entrance to what seems to be an attic.
Can we at the top here kind of maybe visualize like where we're at in the house, like geographically as to like where the vultures were flying above?
So it's basically like there were the two set floors, and then there's like the peaking roofs, and they were up on that.
Up on the peaking roofs.
Yeah.
Okay, so we could assume the attic is maybe there's something vulture friendly in the attic. Is everybody up?
I climbed up.
I'll wait till Feorn, just in case
Yeah, I scampered up there.
When Wyatt goes up, the stairs break. Just kidding. Okay. Okay. So
actually, quick question. So the rubble that would lead up to the attic, is there a small enough gap for a smaller size being to fit through?
You could fit like half a goblin. No, I'm just kidding. There's not even a gap enough that you could see light coming through it. Like it is just piled, destroyed rock and wood piled up on top.
Did that fall? Does like the surrounding area look like it crumbled down onto it, or does it seem placed?
It doesn't necessarily seem like like kind of piecing together, that there were giant holes in the roof itself. So if anything, the roof probably collapsed onto it.
Okay. Do we hear anything now that we're at the top?
Let's do some perception checks. Group perception.
Also looking for the footprints to see which way they went from the top of the stairs.
Okay.
Or if they were even there. Damn.
Shit.
Yes, sir. First nat 20 of the fucking campaign, baby.
Percepciones.
So
16.
So anyone above a 15 would hear like that still like it's starting to get a little bit louder. There's like more of a bump than a drag, and like a little bit of that squeaking coming from down the hallway somewhere. Grix, his like eyes roll into the back of his head. He plants his ear on the wall, and he senses the tremors that it's coming from down the hallway. He's certain of where it's coming from, as is everyone else, because you can see there are footsteps leading down the hallway.
Grix, what is it, buddy?
I still don't know what it is. Right? I didn't pick up exactly what it was.
You know what? I'm gonna say on a nat 20 like that, you get the sense.
Like,
Actually,
can I determine like what like at least sort of mechanism would be causing it at least? I don't
Okay.
need to know the exact item, but like maybe it's like a pulley system, or it's
Okay. Canonically, I have a question for you before I give you this answer. Canonically, has Grix had relations in his life? Canonically,
relations as in like with another
Has-
like sexual relations,
has
romantic relations.
Wait, my mom
fucking
really
virgin?
is up here.
Yeah.
What the fuck, man?
No, the only relations Grix has had is with family.
Okay. You're not
Whoa!
sure.
Wait a second.
Jesus Christ.
Whoa!
Okay, he
The
missed.
relations, not sexual relations, just
Yeah,
relations.
I said sexual relation. I meant sexual relations.
I did
Oh.
not have
And
sexual
definitely with the
relations
family.
with
Does he
that
fuck?
woman.
Definitely with the
You know what they say about goblins with big noses.
Frank, what are you laughing at there, buddy?
Why? Okay, so the answer is no. Then you don't know what it is.
Okay. I'll tell you when you're older.
Okay. Well, that took a while to figure out, but anyways. So you see
It's off of me.
you see the steps lead down the hallway.
Okay. Peaches, would you like to lead the way?
Sure. I'm gonna try and tiptoe as quietly as I can. Should we open doors along the way?
Bayorn's eating some steak. I'm just gonna sneak on by him.
Bayor, no! You said you were vegan.
So
Should we open doors along the way?
Yes.
Yeah.
where do the footsteps lead to this first door?
No, past
Keep going.
and around the
Way
corner.
down.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna open the door. Ready? 3,
Yeah.
2, 1.
Which way does the door open? Inward or outward?
In. They both open in.
Okay, they open inward. Okay.
Okay, so this is called the box room. This room appears to have been used for storage. There's a large ill-made oak chest that stands under the window. Its lid is
Does it
closed.
have lines drawn or waves drawn in it?
No. Elsewhere in the room, there's 3 broken wooden chairs, 2 splintered wooden buckets, and a mildewed sack. Just on the inside of the door is a heap of clothing. The garments have collected little dust, appearing to have been placed here only recently.
Do they look like the ones from the basement? The white and black?
They do not. These are basic common clothes, brown pants, and a.
Oh god, is this like a makeout
beige shirt.
point?
Oh shit.
Your mom's really is up here, Milo.
Getting worse. Whose pants are those?
Why does this room smell like mom's muffins?
Jesus Christ.
These...
Woof. Holy.
Is there anything else in the room of note? Like, I'm gonna take a look around and just see if I can, like, what's in the mildewed sack and if there's anything for taking.
In the sack is very old, drab, and mildewed looking clothes. In the chest itself, see here. The chest seems to be empty.
Seems to be.
Yeah. Seems to be empty.
That's why he's a level 1 DM.
I was using filler words.
Knowing what happened with the desk, I'm gonna try and see if it has a fake bottom.
Okay, give me a investigation check.
With advantage? Because we're already experienced.
Fine, with advantage.
No. I'm kidding. That was
No.
I would do
Actually,
that every roll I
it is a
ever
good
get.
point. It is a good point. 14. 14 meets a beats. There is a fake bottom to the oak chest.
Yes.
There are 2 blue stones that you find hidden in a recessed compartment underneath.
Shiny. Do I know what kind of stones they are?
Give me a nature check.
What material? Do I have any? Probably not. But any additions from working in the mine?
We'll see. We'll see.
Okay. Sorry, you said nature?
Nature. 15. So
Yay!
these. Oh, why did you?
With disadvantage?
Yeah, what just happened here?
Wait, what?
Yeah, you rolled technically 3 times there. Anyways, I'm gonna
Oh.
take that 15.
Was it
So
supposed to be a disadvantage?
no, it wasn't.
So
First
I
one- first one
didn't
was
actually.
advantage,
I
second
thought
one was-
someone else was rolling because when I clicked the nature, it was still popped up.
Well, the first roll was the 15, so it's all good. So these are. So you do recognize these. These are 2 blue quartz.
I found shiny stones.
what do they do?
Okay, I don't know. They're blue quartz.
Okay.
I don't know if they have any magical property, but I'm just gonna put them in my bag until we get out of here.
Sure.
I mean, you know I have them, so it's not like I can keep them.
Evidence at the very least.
Maybe.
If something's going
Alright.
on.
I'm gonna put it like in one of my little pouches. Put both of them in my pouch.
Okay.
And then we continue on.
Sure. So again, the footsteps carry on down south. They do not go into this room here, the next room. They just round the corner and go to the right.
I will open this door.
Okay. Seems to be a mold-covered bedroom.
Mm.
Damp mold covering the walls, the ceiling, and it is a pretty large bedroom, all things considered. There's rubbish strewn liberally around the floor. In the center, there's a single mattress that's been badly torn, and there's stuffing protruding from it as well, in case Wyatt wanted to pull some and throw it on the floor. Sorry, also there is a wooden chest underneath the window.
Bless you. The mattress seems torn. Like, why? I mean, like, how?
I was literally just gonna ask that.
It's like it almost looks as like it's been searched. There are pretty clean cuts, but even still, you can tell that it seems to have been done a long time ago.
Okay. I'll walk over to the chest.
Okay.
Is it locked?
It is not. And
And pop it open.
sure. So you find some more of that like ragged old clothing, and there's a pretty large bundle of documents. Just on a brief glance, you can see that they're pretty well aged, and there's some sort of like alchemical writings on them. Seems to be kind of in line with some of the symbolism you saw earlier.
I'll just pick him up and then I'll look back to the group and kind of just like hold him up like, fucking look at this. And then fucking storm away.
Check
Is
the
it-
bottom of the chest.
I'll check the bottom of the chest.
It's shredded.
Okay.
Okay.
It's fucked up.
You can see there's holes in it that you can see the floor through.
Perfect. I checked the lid.
Oh god.
I'm kidding.
It's
like
shredded.
find the Pokeball in the garbage can, and then you have to look in every single garbage can in
Yeah.
every other game.
You have to. You have to.
Lieutenant Surge.
Okay.
So back out to the hallway. I'll go out with the like after stashing the pages of the book or the notes, the documents,
Okay.
the manila envelope.
Okay. Grix, it looks like you're in the lead now, as everybody's kind of been rotating out. Grix, with your passive perception, you step around the corner here, and you can see that little gray patch there is a pretty gnarly looking piece of floor. It does seem like the tracks carry on this way, but the tracks don't go through that piece of floor. It looks like they just go over top. It's about a 7-foot wide gap, right on the landing.
Okay. Is it just the floor or is it the banister as well?
The banister seems okay.
Okay. I'm going to use my I have a rod. Can I poke that little shady bit of wood with my rod?
Yes.
I know I did not mean to make that sound as
No,
sexual.
go ahead. No, go ahead.
I mean, okay. Yeah. So you kind of prod through, and it just goes straight through the floor.
Okay.
And you pull it up, and it's just rotted through.
Okay. I'm gonna turn back to the rest group and hey guys, look out for this this here wood. It's a bit soft. And I'm gonna can I like climb on the banister to get across? Like hold onto it like and just shuffle over, like using the supports, I guess, as like handles.
Yeah, 100%. Not even gonna make you roll for it. It's a pretty easy task.
Dope skis. I'm better. Skill issue.
Okay, so you're back to kind of like the original spot that you were in, so the main entryway. You're just kind of overlooking that staircase going down. The footprints seem to go all the way to the back door at the far back to the right.
Okay. Is any of you just joining me over here?
Yeah,
I'm
I'll
gonna fly across.
carefully follow.
I want to go left.
Okay.
I'm gonna fly across, but I'm gonna hover above them to make sure that if anybody falls, I can grab them.
So Aaron, you're going left too?
Oh, they're going the other way.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So are you guys cracking just tell me, are you cracking all the doors as you go?
I will be, yes.
Okay. Let's crack the first door for each of you. So for Mr. Wyatt and Fayorn, you see that there is the first door you open here is a pretty large moldering bedroom. What was once a fine master bedroom now stands decayed. Some of the floorboards are missing and there's rubbish scattered around. There's a tall wooden wardrobe that stands against the wall opposite the fireplace. Its door closed.
Can I try to open it?
Yes, you may. So there's a couple items in here. There is a pair of old cracked leather boots, and there is a ragged stained cloak hanging on a peg. And there's a pretty interesting design on the cloak. It's coiling ivy leaves that just kind of like roil around the outer like brim of the coat itself.
Fayorn, you recognize this ivy here? Is this something that I can touch?
Want me to give you a nature check?
It's just it's an inlay, like it's been sewn in. It's not like actual ivy.
Oh. That's fake. It should be safe.
I'm gonna hold on to it. Could be a little bit of evidence, something at least.
So you take the cloak?
Yep.
Okay. As you start pulling... Sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead.
As you start pulling the cloak down, you kind of give it a yank, and you feel it's almost like stuck to the back wall. Not so much that you can't pull it down, but like there's like a sticky feeling, almost like it's been like glue stick there. And as you pull it down, you see behind it there is a coat of yellow mold that has been stuck there, and it releases a cloud of spores that you would get caught in there. So I need you to I need you to make a Constitution saving throw as these spores blast out.
15.
15?
Got a blast.
Meets it beats. So the spores just kind of like come blasting at you, and you like shake it off. You're able to hold on to the coat if you want it, but the kind of spore cloud just lingers in that 5-foot block in front of the.
Yeah, I want to take it, pocket it in my backpack, and I want to search the boots.
The boots? Okay. I mean, they look pretty uneventful. They're definitely old. They're definitely cracked leather.
That's it.
Okay. On the other side of the house, the room that Grix is standing in, what you find is some sort of guest bedroom. It's no furniture, but there's rubbish scattered everywhere, webs all over the floors, walls, and ceiling. And from the doorway, you can see a glint of light in the fireplace from a small, highly reflective object.
Yeah, I guess I'll search the fireplace.
Okay. So what you find is there's this little crystal bauble that's inside at the bottom of the fireplace.
Okay.
And are you grabbing it?
Yeah, of course.
You're grabbing it. So you grab it, and let's see here.
Caps aren't on the doors.
Okay.
They're on the loot.
As you grab it, there is a bunch of spiders that fall from inside the fireplace, and they fall in piles onto your arm. And I actually need you all to roll for initiative at this point.
Oh my god.
Brick sucks dicks. Brick sucks dicks.
Hold on, I need.
Goddamn right he does. Goddamn fucking right he does.
All right.
Oh, wait, I gotta roll in.
There is no active combat encounter in your current.
That's so fucking cringe.
Just do it again. He had to activate it.
Yeah.
One DM.
I'll roll again.
What'd you roll the first time?
20, not 20.
I rolled an
Obviously,
11.
duh.
Was it a nat 20?
No, I don't. It didn't even let me roll.
Okay, good. Okay.
Oh, it was a 10.
Well, spiders raining on Grix. and off we go. So spiders start piling down onto Grix's arm as he's grabbing this bauble. His arm's still in the fireplace. Milo, you see what's happening, and you get to lead the charge as these things seem
Set 'em on
pretty keen
fire.
on attacking.
Fuck yeah. Okay,
We'll go up
so
on fire.
I will, having seen these things kind of drop, I'll step up to Grix and pull him by his shoulder and just like lean him back, and then I'll pull out my spear and with one hand kind of just slash through this first bit of spiders.
Okay, fantastic. Let's roll a hit.
I'll have you know that I'm probably just gonna hit every time. So if you don't want me to roll and you just want to give me the damage, I'll take that. Dude, are you fucking joking? How
Is it a 3?
Yeah, but they're spiders. They don't have any
Hold on.
armor.
Yeah, they don't have any armor, and there's a bunch of them.
Exactly.
Does a natural 1 hit?
Natural 1? Ooh, close. No.
5.
No, that's holy shit. No.
Why did you roll twice?
Did I roll twice? No. I just threw.
Oh, no, I meant Brett.
throwing my. Oh.
But I
Why
now
did you
realize
roll
it's because I think there's 2 spiders. Maybe. Groups.
So yeah, so I swing my spear with a natural 1.
The spear? It misses.
Okay, that's fine. Well, in that case, I'll just kind of stand my ground after doing that.
Okay. Next, both of our sets of spiders are going to keep piling in and doing their thing, trying to get some damage off here. So they're just going to be crawling up your arm and chomping away, trying to get their fangs into you there, buddy.
Yeah.
For a 13 to hit.
Does a 13 hit? Oh, you know what?
What?
Just one moment. Just one. I gotta double check because I don't know this class very well.
Sure.
Okay, I have a reaction.
Go ahead.
I am gonna cast shield.
Okay. So you see a bunch of these spiders like just crawling up your arm, and they like cock their heads back to sink their fangs in, and you just this ethereal shield just swings them off of your arm, pushes them off, but yet more still come up and try to attack you. I don't know if this lasts only for the one attack, but the second attack that I rolled was a 21.
Yeah, that one hits. 21 definitely hits.
Oof. You're gonna take 8 piercing damage as all kinds of spiders just get their teeth into you.
Yeah, when I get bit, I just the venom just it makes you pass out.
Wow.
You're out?
I'm out.
Oh shit. Okay. So Grix falls in front of you both. Next up is actually going to be Wyatt. I'll say at this point, this is not a silent thing that's taking place. You would have heard some, probably the clang of the natural 1 spear hitting the floor.
I'll look at Feorn. I guess it's go time. And
Noon.
I'll dash. So 5, 10, 15, 20,
Great, dude. Now you get
25,
copyright
30,
strike.
35, 40, 45, 50, 60.
Do you want me to be nice DM or mean DM?
Well,
I want you to be the proper.
Can I want to
Unbiased
cross this
DM.
carefully.
Okay.
Can I, as I
Okay.
sprint, just jump? Can I jump
You
this?
can jump. Okay. Yeah, and you don't need to roll for that. Okay. So you make your way over.
I'll stop here.
Okay. Peaches. Unless you got a bonus action, Wyatt.
No, sir.
Okay, Peaches. Grix lays on the ground, getting covered in spiders.
You little pansy. Oh my god. Alright, I'm going to reach down and cast Cure Wounds on him.
Okay.
At first level, because I only have that.
Okay.
Oh shit.
6 HP.
And you're back up at six health.
Though you are still prone.
Yes, sir. So I'm only like a foot shorter.
Yeah, basically. Anything else, Peaches?
Well, that was my action, and I don't have any bonus actions because my pool of healing is already dead. So, I'm gonna move out of the way so that people can come in.
Okay. Okay, very good. Okay, Grix. Spiders crawling all over you, buddy. In fact, they're in the same space as you.
God, I hate that.
I'm going to cast a spell.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm like still figuring this web app out, and I'm going to cast Green Flame Blade on my dagger
Okay.
to ignite it.
Okay.
And then I am going to not rub the blade along my arm, but I want to not on against the skin, but just try to scrape the spiders off without attempting to hit me as well. Does that make any sense? Yeah.
Yeah. You don't want to cut your own arm off.
Yeah, exactly. But I'm just trying to get them off. If I singe a few hairs, I singe a few hairs.
Okay.
No big deal.
Okay, let her rip.
Okay, so I believe with that one I roll my attack with the dagger. And I would like to use my Tides of Chaos
Okay.
to gain advantage on my attack roll.
Absolutely.
Nope, skis.
Okay.
The
very
17
good.
hit.
It hits.
Okay, then on the cast of Green Flame Blade, because I'm pretty sure it triggers after the attack, I'd like to refresh my Tides of Chaos. Is that can I do that or no?
No.
Oh no, it's
No.
not first level spell. My bad. Yeah, you're right. No, yeah, my bad. I don't know my character well enough, obviously.
Yeah, and you'd have to do it after the fact, anyways. Future turn.
Okay, so I will roll damage.
Ooh.
Okay. And isn't there more?
There's spiders. Help me.
Yep, and I would like to deal 5. Is it 5 damage? Equal to my spellcasting ability. How do I view my modifier in Foundry? Sorry, I genuinely do not know because
It's on your attributes. It would be your charisma, right?
I'm looking. It's not popping out at me. I just don't see it on first glance.
Well, what's your charisma score?
15.
So that would
I have a
be...
+2 and a +4, so I don't know which one it gets added.
Are you on D&D Beyond?
It's
the-
+2.
No,
It's
I can't use
plus
D&D
2.
Beyond because I'm missing a lot of shit on there. So it's +2. Okay.
Yeah.
I deal 2 damage to one of the adjacent spiders then.
Okay, sweet. So
And then use my Fury of the Small, deal 1 extra damage to the one that I attacked with my dagger.
Oh, I see. So it spreads. Okay. So 2 to 1, 2 to the other. So 3 to 1, 2 to the other.
Yes.
Okay. Very good. Let me just get these sorted here. Okay, cool. All right. So, and actually, you shred through and a bunch of spiders die, but obviously the swarm lives on and they're still attempting to get at you. Are you doing anything? Movement or...
Would I be able to use my Nimble Escape as my bonus action? Nimble Escape?
Yeah, you can.
Even though they're crawling all over me?
Yes.
Nope. Yeah, Nimble Escape that shiz.
He zooms out and there's just an outline of his silhouette and spiders.
Spiders.
Yeah. And that's the end of my turn.
Okay, sweet. Okay, next up is going to be Fayorn down the hallway.
Hey, sorry.
Yeah.
I don't want to be that person, but the Fury of the Small is only to a creature larger than them.
Oh, it
Oh,
is.
is
You're
it?
right. My
Oh,
bad.
shit.
Yeah.
Yep, my
Well,
bad.
you
Hey.
could You could still run away
that
if
is
you
because
want.
I'll
Yeah.
run away, but I just won't deal 3 damage. I'll do the 2
Is
and
this
2.
swarm
Yeah.
of spiders
I just
not
figure
larger?
it might be better used elsewhere.
I don't care about it better be getting used better elsewhere. It's more just using it properly.
That is actually a good point. I had no idea what the fuck that thing does.
Yeah, it's
No, and they're not larger.
Well,
Wait a
tell
second.
me-
Hold on. Wait. Hold on.
Medium-sized token.
They are medium. So you can do it.
Oh,
That is a trip, though. That is so fucking weird to think about. Anyways, Feyorn, you're up, buddy.
I just need to see where. Okay, they're way far down there. I'm gonna use my action to dash.
Okay.
15, 20, 30.
Carefully.
Whatever. We'll just go here.
Okay.
And that's really all I can do, unfortunately.
Okay.
So
I'm being nice, DM, today. I'm being very nice, DM.
I'm quick on my feet, Frank. So
No, you would have fallen through the floor.
you
If it
just
wasn't nice,
you're
Dan.
telling me if I had to jump.
Yeah, you had to jump. It's 7 feet.
Okay, well then I'll.
Do you have
I'll
a
be
7-foot
right here.
stride?
I'll be right here.
No, you're still here. You're still
Okay.
good. I'm just saying you would have fallen through the floor. Anyways, Milo, top of the round, buddy.
I
You're
don't
up.
see a hole.
At the round, okay. Grix, leaves, whatever it is. Spiders are there, and I'm just gonna come over the top with the spear, slashing down at these bad boys.
All right, let her rip.
Come on, baby. That is a 13 to hit.
13, that hits.
Cool. And that will do 6 piercing damage technically because it's a spear.
Jesus. Okay, so you carve through and you slash up. A bunch of these things start dying off. In fact, the one kind of ball of them, the swarm of them, their numbers kind of dwindling with that slash. They seem a little bit less intimidating, that particular group of them. Anything else?
And then I'm just gonna do like a pivot around after hitting them to maybe like get their attention on me. And
They-
just like Go ahead.
They seem pretty interested in you.
okay. So yeah, so I'll just pivot around and then just shield up and end my turn.
Okay. Okay. So they, you killed some of their friends, even though they're not super intelligent. They recognize that spider goo is not something they like.
Reality, you know how it is.
Exactly. Okay. So first is a 6 to hit.
Misses, unfortunately. Sorry.
That misses? Are you serious?
Yeah, unfortunately.
I can't hit your character for the life of me. It was a nat 3 and a nat 1.
Roasted and toasted, buddy.
However, one of the swarms is going to start crawling its way up, walking up some spider web that was in the corner, and they make their way 10 feet up to the roof of the building. Next up is going to be Wyatt.
Okay. I'm gonna hook up some Spideys with some LD Blasty, boys. 21 to hit.
Okay.
Nice.
That sucks. That's gonna be 1 damage plus 2
Oh,
2 cold damage.
So 3 damage total.
3 damage total.
Okay. Okay. So this is the smaller ball of spiders that you'd be blasting at here, and you just see these like kind of frozen corpses of spiders just like tumbleweed roll across the floor. Anything else, Wyatt?
And then I'll step back and give Feyorn a little bit of room and maybe look down the stairs, make sure nobody's coming up. Keep a lookout.
Okay. As you're out there, by the way, you guys are kind of blasting away here. The kind of squeaking and bumping noise from down the hallway gets louder. Peaches, you are up.
I am gonna cast a. Oh my god, I forgot a Sacred Flame.
Sacred Flame. Okay.
So they have to make a dex check.
Oh, which one? Small
we'll
ball
say
on the
one
floor.
that's trying to get away.
Okay. It's a nat 4, so it's clearly not going to pass this.
Cool. Come on.
4 radiant damage.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So you blast out your sacred flame as this thing's scurrying up into the corner. It actually doesn't look like it's trying to get away. It's actually like repositioning itself as it was kind of like saw some people outside of the door, and just a bunch of dead spiders just splatter against the wall. Anything else for you?
I'm gonna pull out my quarterstaff.
Okay. And that's it?
That's it.
Okay, Grix.
Yeah,
Safety in the corner.
I'm just trying to. How do I'm trying to visualize like a cone. How do I do that like on the map?
Actually, if you have the spell from the compendium,
Yes.
you can create the cone directly from the spell.
Do I have to roll it? Like cast it?
Yeah, cast it, and then you can ask for the place measured template, and you can use your mouse wheel to spin it around.
Okay. So if I were to cast, can you see it or no?
You have to place it. You have to click to drop it.
Okay, so
Yeah.
if I place it, if I do that, it will hit Milo.
No.
Okay. So I'm going to move here, and I'm going to cast Burning Hands.
Okay.
While I cast Burning Hands, since I'm using a first level spell, I'd like to refresh my Tides of Chaos now.
Okay. 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 So roll the
Yep.
straight d20. So close.
Woo!
So close. Okay. So these are dexterity saves.
Yep.
Does an 11 pass?
Nope. 12.
Okay. Okay. So then they both fail.
13 damage, please. Does that do anything to him?
Okay.
Damn.
You see Grix run up from the corner, blasts out. He does there's a bunch of weird arcana fucking ether rolling through his hands. He's doing some other weird shit, but at the end of it all, he casts Burning Hands and fucking blows apart this side of the room. And when the fire ceases, there is nothing but dust. As they're
Title
gone.
of this session is "Kill It with Fire."
Yeah.
After
it.
killing them, can I approach the fireplace and attempt to grab that the crystal bauble?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Did the burning hand set anything in the room on fire? Is there any lingering flame to be put out?
No, there's not. I'm gonna say with the kind of with the musty mold, like the room is like very
A little
damp.
wet. Yeah.
Yeah.
A little moist in here. I get it.
Normally I would light things on fire, but
I
Yeah, I
cast
know.
mending to not fix it. Kidding.
to what?
Would I be able to cast Ray of Frost on a fire to extinguish it?
If it was small enough, sure.
Dope skis.
Sorry, my immersion is really getting ruined. Thank you. The cone was just really ruining my immersion.
Yeah, I had to get that out of there for you. Okay.
Good job, guys. We killed spiders.
Is that Grix? We see Grix reaching for something.
Let's see him pick it up.
Grix, what is it that you've got there?
I'm gonna pull it out. It's a shiny crystal bauble. It's shiny, and I'm just gonna put it in my bag.
Okay. Let's.
Did you
try
say
and-
the shiny crystal bottle?
Bauble, like bubble, but bauble.
Okay.
bobble. Maybe we think before just grabbing again. We don't really know what we're. I mean, I don't know if that was a trap or not, but either way, whoever didn't know we were here probably does now.
I'm going to step back and just look Milo dead in the face and just like gesture my hands up and down myself. I'm a fucking goblin. It's in my fucking nature.
And I'm here for it, Grix. I thought you were trying to maybe turn the tides of how people thought about goblins. So maybe this could be a learning moment of not grabbing everything.
Am I stealing? I'm not stealing. Found it. It was on the ground. It was buried in ash.
Grix, to be frank, none of this stuff belongs to us. It clearly belongs to somebody.
Well, if it belonged to somebody, why did they take it when they left?
I mean, people are still here. Do you have all of your belongings from your beautiful home back in Saltmarsh with you?
I didn't have much belongings to begin with.
Either way, I'm just saying let's be careful with what we're grabbing, just in case anything is actually trapped.
I'll just roll my eyes and... Well, let's go find out what that squeaky noise is. Why did you find anything on the other side?
Well, we didn't finish up there due to your goblin little behind needing some saving.
You know me.
So
just a little bit of poison, that's all it was. I'm fine now.
Since Feor and I are already here, let's just do this squeaky thing as a team. And there's one more room we haven't checked out.
Probably already knows we're here.
And one more room we'll check out later. But please, Milo, after you.
Be careful. Be careful.
I should be telling you. You're the one going first.
Is the squeaking coming from this room?
No, and neither are the footprints.
Neither the footprints.
Yeah.
The footprints keep going, you're saying? Because they did go down this hallway, correct?
They go to the, you can see they lead to that final door, yeah.
I'll walk up to this door, and I'm just going to point at it, like, open.
Just have a look.
I will peek this one open.
Okay. So this one, you can see it is that similarly decayed floor. Appears to be just another dirty, decaying bedroom. Excuse me, without furniture. Even viewed from the doorway, it's evident that the floor in here does not look safe. Some of the floorboards are missing, and other parts are totally dislodged. You can see the window in this room is other than is the window that from the outside you saw was quite clean.
This window is a clean window.
That's right. You can also see it's pretty noticeable. This room seems to actually have been well used. There are footprints all over this room.
But the floors are compromised.
The floors on the one side of the room are compromised. The footprints seem to lead only along the left side of the room.
Okay. I'll look back. This is the room with the clean window and footprints scattered everywhere.
I want to check it out.
Yeah.
But I can wait. I can wait if needed.
No, be my guest. There's something. Be careful.
Maybe squeaky first. Empty
That's what I
room
meant.
second.
I'm gonna poke Milo and just
Keep going.
Oh.
This next one is a squeaky.
We'll check it after.
Yep.
Okay. Look back to the group. Make sure everybody's ready.
I think if there was anyone in there, they would have heard the spiders already.
Is the squeaking still happening?
Yeah.
got
Can I
louder,
get-
didn't it?
For about
What?
walking on two people.
You said it got louder?
Yeah, so it's like bumping, scratching, squeaking, all coming from this room.
Can I just want to try the doorknob. Try and twist it. Quietly. Does it feel locked or unlocked?
The door's actually locked.
Door's locked.
Yes, and
So I will lightly and then look back to Grix and say, this one's locked.
Does anybody have any lock picking tools to pick the lock?
Hey, Milo.
Yeah.
Is there a slit under the door?
Is there a slit under the door?
No.
I've got a screwdriver. We could unscrew it.
All I got is a crowbar.
Same.
I'll say as you're kind of discussing this, Grix, yet again, I'm just going to passive perceptions here. Grix, you actually see on the windowsill across from the door, there's a key sitting on the windowsill.
Can I want to try to quietly and stealthily grab the key and pocket it.
Give me a sleight of hand check.
Sir.
I will say
Smooth operator, baby.
based on passive perceptions, you kind of like, in the fuss of things, you like slit, do a little gesture and you grab it and you're able to pocket it.
Okay. Nobody has any tools to get us in here.
No, if only we had a key.
Yeah, I know, right?
I've got a screwdriver at the very least. I could try and either pick the lock, break it, or I could try and unscrew it. See if the handle comes off.
Pass me the screwdriver. I'll see if I can work my little nimble hands to see if I can jig the lock.
All right.
I'll take the screwdriver and can I try to sneak my key and pretend I'm jerry-rigging with the screwdriver, but I'm actually just unlocking it with the key?
Sure, give me a sleight of hand check.
Oh baby, yes sir. Ah shit.
Hold on, wait. Hold on, you might be okay.
I was really hoping it was gonna be like a nat 1. People just saw me pull the key out. I just
You know what? I'm gonna say Peaches watches you do this, and she doesn't quite see you get the key, but she sees you clearly not inserting the screwdriver into the keyhole, and then you just perfectly open the door. But everybody else just thinks you use the screwdriver to open the door.
Oh wow. You got to teach me how to do that someday. I say dripping with sarcasm.
Yeah, us goblins, we got our nimble fingers. We know what we're doing.
Shh. So we can go in now.
Milo.
Quiet. Indoor
It's yours.
voices.
Okay, once it's open, I'll
Screwdriver back.
open the door
Yeah.
slowly.
Mm-hmm.
Ah!
And so what you find in this room is that in the southeast corner of this totally decayed and floor falling apart type bedroom, there lies a man. He is alive, though he is bound and gagged. He is clad only in undergarments and appears to have no weapons or no equipment on him, as he is tied to this bed, which he is wiggling back and forth in, creating a squeaking noise and at times a bump against the wall.
I definitely thought somebody was having sex up here.
But he's blindfolded as well?
No.
Okay. So he
And
sees us.
as you enter, he kind of sits up a little bit as much as he can, just kind of raises his neck, and he looks at you wide-eyed. You can see that there's he's a little bit bruised. There's some spots of dried blood on his face, and he kind of starts trying to get you to come in.
And the floor in here is also compromised, correct?
Yes, though you can see the footprints also in this room lead around the right side of the room.
Okay. So I will just start walking in safely through and give him a shh and walk up to him.
Hey,
Only one set of footprints?
you know what? Give me a survival check, and we can look for how
And-
many.
None leading out?
Let's take a look.
Son?
it seems like there's a couple sets of footprints leading either direction, especially now that the group was like walking in front of you. It's a little bit mangled and hard to tell, but yeah. And he just sits on the bed.
I'll he's
fly over to here.
low or not low. Either way, I'll get like however level with him, and I'm gonna finger over the mouth again, telling him to shut the hell up. And then once he settles down, I'll ungag him. I'll hold on that.
I got a better idea. Give me a little bit of room before we do this.
I'll take a step back.
I'm gonna cast Charm Person on him.
Okay.
So he needs to make a wisdom save.
I don't know if this is gonna win, but it is a 12.
He lost.
He lost? Okay.
Fuck yeah.
So Charm Person, okay, fair enough. So he just kind of like settles in a little bit, and you like as you cast your spell, you see he kind of like his shoulder, like the tension kind of removes from his shoulders, and he seems charmed.
So the way that I'll do it is I'll kind of just like caress his face a little bit, like look into his eyes, and then as I see him relax, I'll like slowly take off the gag and just be like, "Hey there, pal."
Oh hey, I haven't seen you in so long. How did you find me?
I thought maybe you'd be sneaking around where you shouldn't be.
Yeah, I don't know how I really ended up here. It's, hey, I mean, get me out of here. Like, I'm tied up, man.
Where you been? How long you been here, man?
Maybe 2 days.
And where were you before that?
Back in Seaton.
Where's Seaton?
Seaton is up the coast. It's a pretty good boat ride away. It's or you can take the by land, but it's like another very small fishing town, probably about 4 hours away.
I'm gonna slowly start to undo the other kind of ropes and stuff. Who brought you here?
Well, I was just looking for a place to stay. It was a long trek, and I just didn't have it in me to get down to Salt Marsh.
Yeah, who's keeping you here?
There's some guys, dwarves, and some others. Maybe a hobgoblin or two.
Are they torturing you? What are they keeping you up here for?
Yeah, I mean, they were beating me pretty good. I don't know. They just kind of stuck me here.
These are my friends. If you want to introduce yourself, by all means.
Hey, my name's Ned.
Hello, Ned.
Fucking dork ass name, Ned.
Sorry.
Don't be mean.
And he kind of like he's like, seems like he's almost like he's got like a little headache, and he just kind of like is like wiping his face. And
He's wiping his face. His hands are bound.
I'm bounded him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't hear that part. My bad.
Yeah. Okay. So, anyways, he's like wiping his face, and you see there's like dirt and like this muck, and like some of this blood that just like wipes off of his face. Yeah. Well, I appreciate you guys getting me out of here. We can get out of here, right? Let's get out of here.
Oh, listen, Ned. My friends and I, we have a little bit of an unfinished business, but you, by all means, can make your way down to Saltmarsh if you so please.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna fly out of the room.
Is that all right with you, Ned?
Yeah. Wait. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
We're gonna take care of those guys that have been mistreating you all of these past 2 days. All right.
Wait. No. No. You guys should come with me. It's not safe.
We've already dealt with a couple of them. There's just a couple more left, and we'll be right as rain. Don't worry, Ned. We've got it all figured out. You see this guy right here, and I'll point to Milo, and I'll kind of even like squeeze his muscles. This guy's buff. He'll take care of it. Don't worry about it, Ned.
No, really. I'm telling you, they're gonna make short work of you guys. We gotta go. We should get out of here.
Ned, we already took down 4.
Really?
In one go.
It's gonna be no problem, Ned. Ned, you gotta have a little bit of faith in me. Don't you remember when we used to get a little rough in Seaton at the bars? Come on, Ned.
Really?
Yeah.
We did that?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Milo, don't we have this covered?
Yeah, it definitely shouldn't be an issue, as Wyatt said. We've already taken care of some of them. But Ned, you do seem awfully concerned. Is there a reason that you think they would make quick work of us?
And you see, he kind of like looks confused. And he goes, "Yeah, there's like a lot of them, and they're tough."
I come flying back in.
Yeah.
I land in front of him and I hand him the common clothes that I found in the other room.
Okay. And he like takes them and goes, "Oh, these are mine. Thank you." And he
There's as much.
puts them
Make
on.
yourself decent.
Did you fully unbind him, by the way, or just his hands?
Fully.
Fully. Okay, so he kind of sits on the edge of the bed and like pulls up his pants and. No, really, it's gonna be tough. Like, and he like goes to stand up and like, come on, seriously, the door's, it's right there.
Ned, listen. I'm serious. We're
Is
gonna
he trying to
take.
goad us towards something?
What?
Is he trying to goad us towards something? Can I tell if he has ill
You can inside
intent?
him.
I will remind
Sorry,
you,
I didn't
he is
mean to.
charmed.
Yeah, he is
He
charmed.
is charmed to me.
I still just
An 8.
maybe he's something that can't be charmed.
He. I mean, you can't really tell. Like he seems like maybe he's groggy, he's drowsy.
Okay.
He just wants to get the fuck out of there, and he wants you to go with him.
Gotcha.
Ned, I hate to do you like this, but we're not going nowhere. We're gonna take care of this. You can leave. We'll escort you out, but we're gonna go down there and get things done. You should help us out if there's anything down there, like Milo was suggesting, that we should, pay attention to.
Give me a persuasion check.
I was hoping you would ask. He's charmed though, with advantage, or what's up?
I don't think charms explicitly, or maybe it does.
He's a friendly acquaintance.
Yeah, it doesn't explicitly give it to you, so I'm not going to give it to you, but you can just do it regular.
Oh.
That's gonna be an 11 plus 5, so 16.
Oh, Jesus. He says, okay, it's fine, but I'm going to take, I don't know, I got to be able to defend myself.
We're gonna take you to the front door, and you can walk on out of here.
I'm not going. I'm not going unless you're going. I'm coming with you.
Ned, it's not safe for you. It really
Well,
isn't.
It's not safe for you either. You can have it one of two ways.
Ned,
And
do you,
both of those ways.
do you not see this buff boy and this big ass bird? You don't think we can take care of this? You see that grimy little goblin behind the buff man? You haven't even seen the furblog down the goddamn road. Feyorn, pop your head in here. You see that thing in the doorway?
Don't be mean.
I
You
don't
can
care.
trust us. We do have this.
I know, but
All right, Ned. Here, listen. I'll tell you what. I'll give you a crowbar. You can help out as much as you want, but we're gonna be steaming forward.
okay. Give it to me.
Actually, I got you one better, and I'll pull out a dagger and like throw it. Is it a wooden bed?
Yeah.
I'm gonna attempt to like, I guess, suave throw the dagger into like the one of the posts, I guess, of the bed, one of the 4 posts.
Okay, give
I
me
was
a
like,
dex-
here you
dex
go.
check. Give me a
Dex
dex check.
check, dex check, dex
Yeah.
check.
Okay.
Yep.
It's like pretty slick, actually. It's not perfect. It kind of lands a little bit wobbly and almost falls out. But you see, Grix he's pretty slick, and Ned just like kind of grabs it pretty quick, and he like holds it up like he's like ready to use it. Okay, let's go do this. I'm with you guys.
All right, Ned. But you stay in the back, all right? I want you to make it to Saltmarsh safely. Your miss is waiting for you there. I bet.
Yeah. Well, not Saltmarsh, but appreciate that. Maybe you stay back with me too.
Whatever you want, Ned. Let's move on out. Milo, lead the charge. We're going down to that basement. You want to take the kitchen or what?
Yeah, I think. What's up, Grix?
What about the other side there, Wyatt?
What do you mean the others? Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, let's do that. It'll be a easy breezy, beautiful cover girl. Let's get a look on over there.
How'd you know my mantra?
I'm gonna go check out that clean window.
Okay, for sure. So you over there. Hui, where did I put that?
Very carefully watching my steps.
Oh, watch your step, Ned. It's a little wet over here.
Yeah. Okay. And you see he kind of like very easily, like quickly makes his way around. As for you, Peaches, give me an investigation check when you make your way up to the window.
I should not be the one doing this.
15.
Oh,
Okay.
wow. That must.
So you walk up to the window and you can see that like it's obvious the window is incredibly clean compared to the others. You see a lot of footstep activity on the floor, and you also see that there are clear scratches made by some sort of metal implement that on the windowsill, and they seem to be centralized right in the center of the window. Not like intentional carvings, mind you. Not like they dragged a knife through it or anything like that. It's just like wide.
Something was resting on it and kind of scuffed around.
It seems like not necessarily rest. Like it's like a lot of movement happening there. So quite a bit of scratches.
Do they look like they came from like claws or a weapon?
Really
Or
neither.
an object.
Neither. They're like big, wide, like almost like if you dragged like a thin rimmed pan across it.
Okay. Can I see if there's like anything, like if the windowsill comes off? Like if there's like a little compartment or something?
I'll say with your 15, it does not.
Okay. Oops. Is there anything else in the room?
No. It's a pretty dead empty room.
What is the window looking out at? Like, is there like a direct view of a
The
specific
ocean.
target kind of thing?
The ocean. So you can see, you can't even from this window, you can't even see like the pathway below, based on how close it rides to the house and the edge of the cliff.
Can I put my hand out and touch the window?
Sure. It's just a window.
Okay. Does it look like the scratches were made by like a grappling hook?
No.
Okay.
And it's
What
on the
about-
inside.
Yeah. Well, I figured if someone like hooked it and climbed up on the inside or to the inside.
Mhm.
Is there anything above me?
Nope.
Like in the
Just
ceiling?
regular ceiling.
That's really weird. Okay. Last question, and then I'll go rejoin the group. Does it look like the window has been wiped clean? Or does it look like it, like if I pick up some dirt and toss it at the window, can it actually stick to it?
It does.
Or
It,
dust
so
or whatever?
yeah, it seems as though it's been intentionally cleaned.
Okay. And based on how clean it is compared to, well, I don't know, would I have any idea of how long ago it was cleaned? Like, based on how much dust is built back up?
There's like no dust on it, other than what you threw.
Okay. Okay. All right. If there's nothing else in the room, I'm gonna go and rejoin the crew.
So you guys are headed to the final door at the left side?
That's right.
Okay. Now, Ned is staying close to you, Wyatt. So whether you're in the front or the back, he's
I'm gonna be in the
almost
back.
like... Okay, so he stays in the back with you then. So Milo, you can bump your way up and
Sure.
reorganize how you guys were. Okay. He's almost, by the way, like, if you like get a little bit too far, he actually like reaches out and like grabs your shirt a little bit to like make sure he stays close to you. Okay. So if you're going into that final room there, I'll bring that up here.
Bro, he looks like it's a mugshot. Like it looks like a
It is
mugshot.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Poor guy. Okay, so yeah,
He
up to
looks
this last
like
room.
one of the villains from the 101 Dalmatians.
Kill him.
Bro, he looks like he's on a list. That's all I'm gonna say. Like he's
He's got the hair. Okay.
I'll look back, make sure the group is ready, and then open this door slowly.
Okay.
Bink.
Rubbish scattered around the room, which what looks like it was once a fine guest bedroom. There's pretty heavy evidence of a rodent infestation and webs hanging in the corners of the room. It's a 4-poster bed that stands against the wall opposite the fireplace. Its woodwork is worm-ridden, and the curtains that once screened the bed are torn and stained. There's no bed linen, but the bed is mostly intact.
Okay, and you said it's like just this bed here
The bed and a fireplace.
and a fireplace. Okay.
Question.
Yes.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead. No, go
No,
ahead.
I was gonna
Uh,
look at this fireplace and see if there's anything there.
Give me a perception check.
Percepciones?
Can't believe there's fireplaces in like every room.
Yeah. Rich
Can't
man.
believe, well, I mean, I
How
can't
many
believe it's a
chimneys
mansion.
does this place have?
How many what? Chimneys?
Chimneys.
I mean, it's like a castle, dude. It's littered.
Rolled a 9.
A 9. This the only thing of particular note is that this is like a particularly rotten room. It is yeah. It seems like it's almost like it's been here. I don't know, like an extra 5 years of age has piled on.
Is this mattress also carved up with fluff scattered throughout the room?
No, it is not.
This bed was just right.
I'm gonna approach the bed,
Okay.
and is it just like, is it a like? Can I guess I want to investigate a bit. Can I like just study it and just like figure out like
Give me an investigation check.
something going on?
Someone assist him.
An 8.
I don't need an assistance.
I will say on an 8, it's actually kind of obvious that the bed actually seems like it might have been recently used. Not super recent, where it's still warm, but on closer inspection, the rest of the room is god awful. Just everything's chewed through, but the mattress itself looks like it might have been replaced and used.
Can I check under the mattress?
For sure.
Actually, you know what? Hey, Milo, help me take this mattress off.
Yeah, sure. And I'll walk around.
And I'm gonna.
Are you expecting something to be under here?
No, but don't you think it's a little bit weird that this is the only room with an intact mattress?
Not really,
Um,
because rat pee preserves things.
Well, I'll look back to if Wyatt is in the doorway.
Sure.
And as I'm helping Grix, just you mind asking Ned if he knows anything about this room, and then I'll continue to help Grix.
Lean on the door. Hey, take a peek. Does anybody sleep here? Does anybody stay here?
All right, sorry, you're asking Ned?
Yeah.
Flanders.
Oh,
Nothing.
I mean, I don't know. I kind of went straight to that place.
Does anyone regularly see you the most when you were here the past 2 days?
No, they tucked me away and that was it. But by the way, Seema, I sent you a message. I don't know if you caught it. It was a while ago. No, they put me away, and that's it. Locked the door.
All right.
One, two, three.
And what you find underneath the bed, actually, you find a little pack of 8 arrows in a leather quiver, a short bow, or sorry, a long bow, and a short sword.
Milo, you got any use for any of this?
I'm the short sword, not so much, but I can take the bow and arrows. Maybe we can give it to Peaches with the height
Yeah.
advantage Overwatch stuff. Yeah, I definitely think let's go ahead and grab this.
All right, I'll take the short sword. Is it about the same size as me?
Yeah, it's like a regular person short sword.
One sword in his hands.
Well, actually, if you gave a dagger to
A mouse.
Ned,
Give a mouse. You
you
give the
gave
goblin a
him
day.
like a cheese slicer thing. You know those little cheese?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll just turn around. Hey, new guy. What's your fucking name?
Ned, I'll take that. Here, give it to me.
Yeah, you take it. I'll just like toss like the sword like
And he
on the ground. Like I'm not even. I just here you go. Take it. Like
he like rushes up and grabs it and tosses you your dagger. Just doesn't even look at you. Just kind of like flicks it through the air.
yeah, I'm gonna catch it like all like sick like instantly like sheath it. Oh yeah.
All right.
Hey,
Second floor done. Let's finish this thing.
We still have the attic, don't we? The 3rd floor?
No.
I mean, yeah, you're right.
It's
It was blocked off down the hallway there. How are we gonna get up there though? Peaches, you gonna fly up there? You gonna carry us up one by one?
Isn't it all barricaded? Isn't there like literally not even a sliver of light?
Yeah, like the pathway up here is just totally rubble.
Oh. Understood.
Yeah, that's why you'd have to fly us up there.
Well,
I mean, you've already
could put us up
carried
there
me,
from the
but
outside.
these guys might be a little bit more of a workout.
I can handle it.
I say we just head down to the scene of the crime.
Wait, for this
Where you at?
Same
rubble,
bombardler.
there's
Where you at?
no way through, correct? We would have to dig our way through? Or it's just the stairs that are fucked up?
Yeah, so the stairs are basically chopped off halfway down. The remaining maybe 4 feet of stairs are, they're pretty beat up. And above that, there's clearly some sort of like what would have been an opening, but it is just packed,
all
jam
covered,
filled
okay.
with, yeah.
Yeah, I say the infrastructure up there looks awful. We should probably just head downstairs and see if we can't clean
Yep.
this place out for good.
Party's downstairs, not upstairs.
Sure.
So you see, by the way, Wyatt, are you staying in the back, Wyatt, or are you now leading?
I'm staying in the back.
Okay, so as you're like in the back, Ned like tugs on your shirt as they head down this hallway here.
Like, you mean the stairs?
No, this hallway.
Well, I don't know if we're leaving the hallway, but let's imagine they go down the
If
stairs.
you are, yeah. Sorry, actually, that's true. You might not go down the hallway. We'll see what you guys do.
He doesn't tug if it's not the hallway?
Well, we'll see. I made an
I'll-
assumption.
I'll look back to Wyatt. Should we check the cellar?
Yeah,
Walk over to this door here.
well, I mean, the other entrance has got that darn cable, right? Might as well go this way. They probably won't. Well, you got one of 3 options, really.
Okay, yeah, I can run down and just check real quick. I can be brief.
Oh, you should take somebody with you just in case.
I'll go with him.
Sounds
Or
good.
I could.
I'm gonna open this door, but I'm just gonna I'm gonna kind of like splinter cell, like just kind of just keep an eye out. Like, they're going
Keep
down
it
there, just keep an eye out. I'm not going down the hallway, but I'm keeping an eye out.
Is there anything in this like small little like room,
Toilet.
like, cellar landing? That's a toilet. Toilet.
That's the scullery. You're in the celery right now.
In the celery.
Oh, so what's this circle?
I bet
That's like a cracked.
toilet.
Yeah,
Cracked Fortnite
Basically.
gamer.
basically, yeah.
Ah, okay.
Copper cask.
Okay, I'll just start walking down the stairs to see what's going on in the cellar.
Okay,
What's
so
going on down here?
So at this point, then I'll say, Wyatt, Ned kind of tugs on your shirt, like holding you back even further as they start heading down, and he kind of pulls you into this room, and like lets everyone kind of go forward a little bit, and he very quickly, this is one of, if you want, it's going to be brief. If you want, you can do the new scene with the mute thing, if you want to do it.
Well, Feyorn and Peaches aren't going down.
Well, I was basing on the assumption that, or sorry, did they say that they weren't going down?
I just haven't said that I'm going to.
Okay, just because you said you were staying in the back, I'm only basing it off of that. So unless they're not letting you stay in the back, then
No, I'll keep going forward.
okay. So at the point that everybody's kind of even just in the room starting to make their way towards the stairs, he very quickly just pulls your shirt and like pulls you into the room, like pulls you back a second.
Mm-hmm.
And he just very quickly, he just says, hey, I don't know who they are, but obviously, you know what I said was bullshit. I was told to say all that shit. So let's just do this quick, okay? And he just lets go.
What do you mean?
Come on. I was told to say that shit to get you guys out of here. But if you're gonna fucking stay and you're gonna fight, let's just go.
Ooh.
Well, that I actually can't tell you. Stop asking questions if you're gonna fucking argue with me on this.
No, fine. Fine, Ned, fine.
All right, don't make a scene. Get up there.
Yeah.
Just walking his way forward. And you garner that some of that, pretty much all of that, might have been the effect of the charm, as his eyes are kind of still like rolling around, all googly-eyed, as he's looking at you. Okay, so you guys make your way down, and actually, I need to switch your positions here. So,
Ooh, switch it up, eh?
yeah, we're gonna switch.
I like it.
Hoop, 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 hoop. Okay, I don't think I got the right order, but we can still activate from here. Okay, so as you make your way down into this room here, it's a little bit of a different scene from this angle. So this is a cellar that you've walked your way into, and what you find at the bottom is there are two corpses of relatively well armed people. And let's see here. So across the walls, there's shoulder height wooden bottle racks on the north and west walls. Against the east wall, foot of the stairs, there rest two large metal storage bins that appear to be empty. And then in the center of the room, there's two human corpses. One clad in plate mail with a long sword beside it, and the other a short sword and leather armor.
Do I recognize what's in the bottles? Or is it like wine or what I know?
Yeah, so you walk up, and it seems like there's no intact bottles, but as you kind of move closer to the wall, you see that there's one or two bottles still remaining, and they seem to be of a relatively high-end wine, which you would know as you kind of deal with these types of things.
Yeah, I'll pocket the some high-end wine. Up, baby. Lug, lug, lug.
I will also say, I forgot to mention this, but on the southern wall, not only is there that fireplace there, fireplaces everywhere, which is lit.
Baby.
From, because it's kind of opened up to the other side, there is a very poorly hidden stone door in the southern wall as well.
How many bottles, by the way?
Two.
So we enter the room, we see the room, and we see two dead bodies.
Yes.
My first instinct was to grab bottles of alcohol.
Yeah. Do I notice Grix grabbing bottles of alcohol?
Of course.
I will turn and grab Grix by the arm as he grabs the bottles. We're not here for the alcohol. We're not here to take things. We're here to clear this place out.
Do you know how much money I could get for this? I sold it down in the markets.
We're already going to be paid relatively handsomely for doing the job here. We're not here to steal.
Milo, let it be.
It's not like anybody's gonna find out that I stole it unless you're gonna tell them.
Let it.
So are you gonna tell them?
It's not about being caught or not being caught. It's about taking somebody else's belongings. This doesn't belong to us. We shouldn't be taking
Just
this
like
with
the
us.
smugglers did.
It's not our jurisdiction. We don't get to play the judge on right and wrong, or whether the smugglers did right or the smugglers did wrong. We can't change what they've done. We can only do right by ourselves.
Milo, do you think this is?
Oh. Go ahead.
Milo, do you think this inspiring speech is going to change his ways? Let him be. Let the goblin.
I would hope that my inspiring speech, although I'm not trying to make it that, would sure change his mind, Grix. You don't have to take whatever this wine is for whatever gold. We're going to be paid for this.
It's not a matter that I'm already gonna get paid. It's the fact that I know I can get some money for it.
Very well. And I'll start to walk up to the bodies and just kind of inspect the bodies.
I was gonna do that too.
Okay, so
Sure.
then I'll follow. If Peaches
Interrupt.
is doing that, then I'll follow Peaches to inspect.
For sure.
I
Okay.
want to see how freshly dead they are
Okay.
and see if there's any form of like identification on them.
Okay. So these two people. Actually, first let's do this. Give me an investigation check. Let's with advantage. With advantage. You got two of you going at it.
Peaches, you just want to roll that?
You might be better.
Yeah, here. Yeah, however you want to do it.
Okay, I'm all right.
My investigation skill is literally right there. It's -1.
Yeah.
As they're rolling, I want to kind of like give like a quick nod to Ned about the bodies. I can look at him, see if he has like any facial reaction.
He just kind of goes.
I rolled a 19 investigation.
Okay, 19. Okay, so you're like looking them over. They look pretty beat up. Probably been down here by your guess, like maybe a couple of days, maybe a week or so. And you can actually see.
Smells awful in here.
Yeah, it's pretty stinky, and you can actually see that there's like bubbling movement under the skin, is like something's clearly like eating away at this thing, or at these things rather. And the faces, as you know, if you're kind of like looking them over, getting close, you get a good angle on one of them, and you can actually see this is actually one of the very few adventurers that would visit Saltmarsh from time to time.
Oh.
Names not really coming to mind right away, but you've seen their faces and you know that they were greeted as such.
I'll just look up the Peaches. Seems we need to be extra careful.
Can we figure out like how they were killed? Is there like stab wounds? Does it just look like they're beat?
Sure, give me a medicine
Any
check.
like asphyxiation kind of?
I mean, there's a lot. There's just a lot
I think they're dead.
There's a lot of wounds and bruises. it's a mess.
Ooh.
Hey, Milo,
Yeah.
you got any documents on him? Like letters? You know, save the mansion, orders, commands.
Good call. And I'll take a look. I'll start kind of rummaging through, see if they have.
But remember, Milo, just don't take anything that's not yours, right?
I'll help them.
You don't have to tell me twice.
For sure. So actually, I'll just keep your kind of original check. So you kind of start rummaging through, and you actually find there's like a hidden little satchel tucked inside one of their belts that seems to have gone unnoticed, and it's a little gold pouch. You kind of feel through. Feels like there might be about 5 gold in it.
Are there any papers or
Tempting you.
Other than that, there's nothing else. There's nothing on them.
nothing? Just their gear and their gold.
Gear and gold.
Cool. I'll leave them there. Or do I? No papers.
All right, well, let's get cooking. The faster we get this done, the faster we can get back to good old Saltmarsh.
And we noticed the shitty stone door.
Of course.
Okay.
That's the only way out.
Can I just
Yeah.
investigate the fireplace real quick?
Sure. Well, what I'll say as you get a little bit closer to it. So the fireplace leads. It's like a double-sided fireplace, so you can actually see through it vaguely. There's like a black metal grate that kind of blocks your vision, as well as the fire itself, which primarily seems to be on the other side now that you're up close. And you kind of like can kind of see through the grate a little bit, and you can actually see that long dining table that you saw before, as well as the cots on the floor from the other side of the room.
Do I have full vision of that room or no? Like, no, I don't want like full vision, but do I have like what's my range?
It's just really tough to see, like the flickering flames, the black iron grate that's in the way. That's about what you see.
Okay. Yeah, I'll just turn around to the group and just. Yeah, guys, the trap door went through before. It that leads to that room next to us. So we're gonna be we'll be at least a little bit familiar territory.
Just remember that if we walk through there and this door closes, we're trapped in there with no way out because the cable's holding that door shut.
Well, we could take the cable off. We're on the inside.
If we're able to get to it,
We'll be fine. Not too
and
worried.
if it's able to be dismantled, hopefully by swords.
Let's kick some butt.
How does the door in front of us open? Is it pulled up, push,
It pulls into you.
pull? So okay.
Now there's a big enough lip that it's pretty easy to just get your fingers on the stone and pull it towards you. It looks like it's almost been cracked open a little.
All right, guys, are you ready to take some names and kick some ass?
Oh,
Yeah, let's do it.
And I'm all out of bubble gum. Sure. I will go to open the door, and I can reach. I can grab the door. I'll slowly pull it open.
I have a reaction, actually.
I'm gonna.
Or I want to ready an action.
Yeah, me too.
I want my ready action. I want to cast the spell Mending if the door makes any sort of noise. I want to cast Mending on whatever might be causing the noise, or at least I guess I should stop him first. I'll ready the action to stop him if the door makes any noise.
sure.
But,
I'm gonna ready an Eldritch Blast if there's an enemy on the other side of the door once it's open.
Sure. For sure. Okay.
Everybody's ready in an attack.
I'm gonna. I don't care who's on the other side. Eldritch Blast.
No matter what it is.
No matter what it is.
Okay.
What is Feyorn doing?
I'm chilling.
Being muted.
Counting mushrooms.
Okay.
One,
Feyorn's
two.
chilling.
Oh, gotta start again. 1, 2.
So like I'll grab to open the door and I will pull, like reach back into my backpack however I can, and I'll just pull out a torch.
Okay.
Like just like that. And I'll hand it over, I'll gesture out to Feyorn. Wedge this in the door to make sure it doesn't close behind us.
Okay.
And then I will pull the door open.
And as the Eldritch Blasts are ready, there's a 5-year-old girl on the other side. Just joking. Just joking. Just joking.
Said
Oh,
enemy.
go ahead, Wyatt. Go ahead.
But
I said anybody.
Wyatt.
Surprise attack. You have advantage. Go ahead, Wyatt.
Surprise.
Okay. So as you make your way into this room, so very familiar territory, the major changes here, actually, in fact, there's only a few. The iron cable you can see is clearly attached to some sort of eye bolt that's been kind of drilled into the top of the hatch, and then it goes down and there's a tiny bit of slack as it goes into one of the stairs on the stairway. So it's only about a 3-foot long cable that goes into yet another eye bolt in the stairs. The stone door on the left wall has been left open, and some of the cots are now filled with clearly corpses that were caused by Peaches earlier. And then the beds themselves are a little out of place compared to where they were before. In here, as you step in, you can actually hear shouting coming from in the down through that stone doorway on the left side of the map there.
So our barricade is gone then.
It got pushed open, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Is there still like a hole in the floor where the bomb went off?
Yes, there's still a little crater there. Now the shouting is you can't determine what's being said, by the way.
Okay.
Can I pay attention to Ned's kind of reaction as we step in here?
Sure. He is moving slowly, kind of as you would expect, like sword drawn, like eyes open.
But seeing the bodies.
Seeing the bodies, it's a good question. So if he makes his way all the way in, Seeing the bodies, he just kind of like looks and like gives like an impressed little nod. He goes, "You guys got off to a pretty good start here."
Told you.
Took them all out at once.
Maybe we do have a chance.
It was pretty cool.
Ned, do you know how many are down here?
I don't know. I really only interacted with maybe 3 of them.
It's the Ned's Declassified Mansion Survival Guide.
Yeah.
Very mad.
Now, I don't want to raise alarm. I know we want to check out these other doors, maybe, but the shouting could be, in translation, let's get the fuck out of here.
We're all whispering at this point, I think.
Yeah, trying to keep it down for sure.
Sure.
We also have to be careful because I don't know what's on the other side of that door that has a bar in it, but it was very much like it was rammed through,
Right, you mentioned that.
or tried to be at least.
Well,
Something wants out.
we have 2 options. We can investigate the door and let the culprits escape, or
Oh no, I'm just saying be careful. I don't mean to specifically go for it.
If we think
Right.
they're trying to leave, let's go ahead and catch up. What's that, Fayorn?
We could just wait for them to come back, hide under the beds.
well, don't you think that this might lead down the cliff out to the water, out to where they could escape? Yeah, I don't think they need to come back here if they can just take a boat and skedoodle.
Oh. You think they're leaving?
Why else would their shouting be so,
Maybe they heard us.
well, if they heard us, wouldn't they have
Can I
just-
walk a little bit closer to the door and see if I can hear what's being shouted?
Sneaky.
Just gonna like kind of go along the cots here.
Okay. So as you get closer, you can hear kind of mixed in with the shouting. There's clearly like water swelling in and out, kind of pushing up against rocks, making little splashes. And you make out a couple of different voices. Go ahead and give me a perception check here. A 10?
Am I the one making perception checks?
So you just hear one of the louder voices, clearly some sort of humanoid, but not quite a human. It's a little bit too deep and gruff. You just hear, "I don't care if I don't fit. I'm going. You two stay off." And then we're indiscriminate as you kind of stand here.
They're trying to leave.
Well, let's stop them. And I'll start working my way that way.
I'm walking to the door, are we doing the sneaky or are we doing this beaky?
Well, everything I do is beaky, but
I think we should probably be swift.
Griggs, you coming? No? All right, let's keep moving.
Grix? Oh shit, Grix is drunk. Okay, yeah, so I'll
I'll
just
bring him with you. I'll bring him with you.
lead the charge towards the door.
I'm still going to be in the back.
Order. Okay, Ned stays
trying
with
to
you.
Be perceptive, walking through this. Make sure I don't want to walk into any traps or anything like
peek
that.
the corner.
Again,
Yeah.
Eldritch Blast, the first face I see.
Corner check.
Indiscriminate. First face you see.
First face I see.
It's a 5-year-old girl.
Oh god, don't look at me.
Oh my god, is that going to be the ongoing joke of like the whole campaign?
It's a puppy.
So yeah, I'll just keep walking. Can we tell which way the voices are coming from now?
Yes, so it seems to be coming from the same direction as the swelling of water, which from here it's to the right.
Okay, to the right. Okay, so from this point being up here, I will like crouch down, maybe start to not necessarily walking slower, but I'm like hitting like the Groucho walk of maybe laying low just a little bit.
The
But
what
continuing
walk?
forward.
The fuck is the
Groucho.
Grouch? What the fuck is Groucho?
The Groucho walk is the walk that you do when you are looking over the top of your rifle as you're walking forward, getting ready to shoot somebody.
Like
called
picture
Groucho.
Halo 2.
He actually already explained that. You just weren't here.
I was
Like
taking
it.
I was taking a shit. Sorry.
It's like the Groucho.
Beautiful. Okay. So yeah, you hear more arguments. You can start to make out. There's a couple different voices. They're saying things like, "Just put less stuff. We didn't need all of this." And then you hear one voice. It's kind of like a thinner, like a thin voice. It's a human male type voice, and it just comes out. This person's clearly speaking in the third person and just says, Sanballet will choose who gets on the boat. I've had enough bickering. Cease. It's going to be me, and it's going to be you. And that's all. And our stuff, of course.
I'll look back to the group and say, they're getting out of here. We gotta pick it up, and then I'm just gonna start moving that way.
Okay. So over here, just so you know kind of what you're coming across as you go. Let me see here. So the room on the right, as you make your way across, as Wyatt does a couple laps. So the room to the far right, so you can kind of up your way up here. Seems to be a little bit of a storage cavern. There's all kinds of like small barrels, and then there's some rolled up material in the top side of the cavern. To the south, what you see is first of all, there's the passage that goes south here is heavily sloped, and it's quite damp. The walls are slick and wet, and you see all kinds of like different mosses growing on the rocks as well. And then finally, there's another little cavern down south that you'll pass through once you make your way around here. There's 3 bolts of cloth and 5 small casks in the middle of the floor, very similar to the ones you saw in the larger area up there. So you can take it around here. And so far, the squabbling seems to keep going on, and nobody really is saying anything, or is really saying anything about you guys being there. As you make your way closer, you can hear the swelling of the water is creating this kind of like booming effect that drowns out most of the sound entering this little cavern here.
Okay, well then, so if we hear the folks, can I put my head around just to like confirm that they are just around the corner?
Yep. So when you take a peek in, you see this bald man with these like emerald style earrings. Is a little bit shorter, and he's got this like fur lined coat on, and he's standing there talking to a hobgoblin and 2 like female archers that just have their bows strung over their back, and they all seem like they're kind of standing around cross arms, looking a bit upset. And the archers seem particularly to look a little bit defeated at this point. The hobgoblin seeming quite pleased with himself.
Okay, so then I'll like lean back to the group and turn around. I can see 4, and they're getting ready to leave. Are we doing this?
Yeah, I think we have to.
Affirmative.
Say again?
Leave no survivors.
Do not kill. Incapacitate is our default. Incapacitate is our default.
Of course that is. Just go.
Wait. Let me get the first hit.
Sure, I'll get out of the way for Wyatt to go.
So This
Yeah, can both of us do an Eldritch Blast?
If you want.
can I the series of actions that I would like to do is prepare the Eldritch Blast, swing the corner, first person that is closest to me hit, and then double back behind the corner. And like leave room for Milo to just jump forward, and
Okay.
so it's kind of like a
Quarterback.
and then just jump back so that he can push forward.
Okay.
Will I be able to attempt to hide behind like the barrels, possibly on the other side, like across
Hey,
from us?
you can do that.
Aren't those
Okay.
toilets?
Well, okay. I'm gonna. If you're crossing all the way over, just give me a stealth check.
Yeah, for sure, Z's.
You'll have advantage actually.
Okay, dope skis.
A 12.
A 12 with advantage, bro. What the?
Yeah, you're pushing it, buddy. You're pushing it.
Okay, so Grix, you make your way across,
Surprise attack.
and as you go, you're kind of like looking over at them, and then you see the short, bald guy like. Hey,
Can we attack?
hey.
I'm swinging.
I want to use bonus action. I want to use nimble escape, and I can take the disadvantage or hide action as a bonus action. And I want to use the hide action if possible.
Okay, I'm gonna say they see this. So, in
At hay, I'm
Across their
swinging.
line of sight.
okay,
At hay, I'm swinging.
okay. I'll give you one. I'll give you one. I'm not gonna let everybody get in on this like
My bad.
prize round fest. Okay, so we'll start things off here. So you're gonna launch. Now we're not gonna go through this whole combat, obviously, because we're at 11:18 here. So you're gonna. What are you firing out? You tuck out. The
Eldritch
scene is
Blast.
what you see. Who are you doing?
First
that to?
person I see, so the archer. That
The
archer.
archer.
there.
Okay. Okay. So go ahead and roll. Roll the hit.
It's a 10.
It's a 10.
It's real bad.
So it goes. So your Eldritch Blast goes whiffing past both the archers, who like kind of like tuck out of the way, and the bald guy. You see him start to dive out of the way too, and you just hear him scream, "Do not! Don't!"
That was a warning shot.
But we can roll initiative, and we can come back to it, or whatever you guys want to fucking do with that information.
I guess at that, I'll kind of do like what Wyatt and I had planned. Wyatt steps out, throws the blast. I'll pull him back, swap places with him, stand in front of the group.
Okay.
Shield up, and then roll initiative.
Okay. So just so I know where everybody's head's at, so when I come back to this, I'll know. Is the plan here to fucking massacre these people?
No, I would
No.
like to, being in the front lines, hey, that's a warning shot, him saying don't speak with these people.
So I think we have
Yeah.
time to do that if that's what you want to do.
Is everybody on board with that, or is there anybody
Well,
that's going to keep
I'm on
launching? Okay.
I'm down to do the combat. Yeah.
If he pulls
Do the combat?
Yeah.
if
I
he
thought
pull
you were
if
asking,
he
is it
You're
not?
down to fight rather than diplomacy.
No, I'm saying, is anybody gonna like if Milo steps out and says like that was a warning shot? Is anybody gonna take the opportunity, like
Oh.
instead of going with it to like okay, all right,
No,
I
no,
will
no, no.
not
If he
do
pulls
that.
me back and does that, I'm letting him take charge.
okay, so they're gonna dive out of the way, and they're gonna kind of like tuck over here so you don't see them, and they're gonna start shouting out from around this rock. Okay, fine. Sanballat is listening.
Do I recognize that name?
You do not. And you see, though, like, kind of Ned, like, standing beside you against this rock. He just kind of, like, rolls his eyes.
Okay, so I'll start to walk up. I'm coming around the corner, weapons down. Our weapons are away. Put yours away.
No, don't come over here. We can talk just fine from here. I told you, Sanballat is listening.
I understand that Sanballat is listening. It is also to my understanding that Sanballat wants to leave. and we're not ready for you guys to go yet. So I'm gonna come around this corner. Keep your weapons down.
Do not. Do not. We can speak from here.
Can I whisper to Milo?
Yeah, I'll look back at the group after he says that.
Milo.
Yeah.
If they move a fucking box, turn that fucking corner. If they even move a rock from its fucking spot to another fucking spot, you turn that corner.
Can I? So as I'll look back. Okay, let's speak from here. What's going on here? What are you guys doing here? I'm gonna listen. I'm gonna listen to see if they're like still kind of moving around.
Give me a perception check with disadvantage.
That's so fucked.
Yeah, the
right?
water is.
Oh, that's true. The water.
cooking.
Okay.
Yeah, do you have inspiration?
I do have inspiration. Would that make it just a straight roll then?
It would make it a
No.
short roll.
No, it's actually better than that. You would take the disadvantage and then you would roll the.
A D6.
Oh,
Yeah, you get to choose after you roll. So.
Yeah.
Oh, whether
Oh.
or not I
not
want
a,
to
not a
roll
d6. I
inspiration.
think inspiration gives advantage.
It does. So it's just an additional roll after the die has been concluded.
Sorry, I meant an additional d20,
D20,
rather
yeah,
than
yeah.
a d6
roll
or
additional
d8 or
D20?
whatever.
Okay, so I am gonna use my inspiration.
Okay.
Jeez, baby. Dude, I rolled 3 8s.
Oof.
Dude, all 3 of my dice rolled 8.
Jesus.
So what's the total?
8. That's it.
Oh,
8.
the total's 8.
Yeah,
Okay.
for perception.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, you're basically shouting to speak to this guy, and he's like just around the corner from you. You can't really hear anything that's going on in there. Okay, listen.
Ceiling?
Sorry, say that again.
How high is the ceiling?
Down here, it's actually quite high. It's about, as it opens up into the main cavern, it opens up to about 20-foot high ceilings.
Okay. I'm gonna fly up and just kind of hover above Milo.
Okay. We'll put you, oops, sorry. I tried to drag you too. Put you right here. Okay. Sandalet has a deal for you. You leave us be, and you can keep 2 of us to question.
Can we pick Sambalet to question?
No, Sanbalet doesn't have many answers for you.
Well, you're
But-
you're speaking on behalf of that group over there, so I'd imagine you do.
That's because they aren't very well spoken, and Sanbalet is.
Well, if we're gonna question anybody, it would probably be somebody that's well spoken, so we can get some well spoken answers. Don't you agree, Sambalet?
Hey, can we get the bugbear? Or the hobgoblin, one of yous?
Hobgoblin.
Is that a goblin that I hear over there?
I will, I'll switch to goblinese.
Oh my god.
How's it going? I'm Bricks.
In response, in Goblin, I don't care.
Goblinese, by the way.
Tell your friends to fuck off.
I'm not gonna reply.
Hey, did you leave?
We want 2 prisoners. One of them has to be a hobgoblin.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
2 humans.
No.
Yes.
Hobgoblin, 1 human. 1 human, 1 hobgoblin.
No.
Yes.
Stop this.
Does the ceiling get like higher the further into the cavern it goes?
A little bit, yes.
Okay, do I think I could like sneak all the way up and fly past them without being seen?
It is daylight, I will tell you that much, and it is a wide open cavern. So
No.
it's pretty unlikely.
Okay.
Well, we don't negotiate with terrorists, and I'm just gonna walk around the corner.
Oh fuck. I follow him.
Okay.
Still
I'm gonna
filming.
stay close behind.
So you see Jesus. Fucking you're all piling in here.
Well,
Okay.
if I'm gonna follow the group. Yeah, of course.
Okay, so
Of course.
I mean, I'm
you
a
see the two archers pressed up against the wall, Sandballet's pressed up against the wall, and the hobgoblin is like slowly shuffling things around the boat. And then he just kind of like looks up at you. I told you not to come around the corner.
Well, unfortunately, you weren't leaving us much choice. Now, Sandballet, I'm presuming, what is it you're doing here?
Sandballet is leaving.
What was Sandballet doing?
I needed a place to stay.
And all of these things?
Yes, they're my things.
So you live here?
Yes.
What can you tell us about the two children on the beach?
Two children. Oh, those kids that came by. I don't know. They left.
Can I
alive or dead.
can I tell if he's like just like offhandedly brushing aside? Is he telling the truth about
Yes.
the kids?
The-
Give me an insight check.
Gonna be 18.
18.
Nice.
You get the read on this guy that he is clearly too preoccupied with what he's doing to concoct lies at this moment. Or at least a lie about that. He seems to genuinely not care. Yes, Sandballet scared them away, and I don't know. I don't know where they ended up. You said they're dead?
Dead in the ocean.
That is a shame, but I had no hand in that.
Well, you see, this is the last place that they were noted as to where they visited, and now they're dead. So unfortunately, Sandballet, we can't let you leave.
It also seems like you were the last one to see them alive.
Well, you're going to have to let me leave.
And why is
Right.
that, Sandballet?
Because if you don't, you'll never know what I was conscripted to do here. Against my will, by the way.
By whom?
Well, wouldn't you love to know? I will tell you when I'm 20 feet off this gravel and in that water.
We can make that happen. Can I swing down and try and pick him up?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Can you
I'm flying.
carry a person?
I think it just depends on their weight versus my strength, doesn't it? Because, like, I'm pretty sure I've already carried Grix.
Yeah. Yeah,
I'm
Grix.
also 3 feet tall.
Yeah, Grix is tiny. This guy's like maybe 5'5".
Still pretty small.
I don't see
No,
why
no,
I
yeah,
wouldn't be
yeah,
able
it's still pretty small.
to.
Yeah, what a shrimp ass.
For some reason, the reason I'm asking this is for some reason I feel like I looked up Eric Coker's a while ago, and I thought that like carrying stuff was really brutal
I'm
when they're
checking
flying.
now.
Yeah, I think there's like almost like a debuff.
With a strength of 10, an Eric Coker should be able to carry 150 pounds,
Hmm.
even without flying. One sec.
So what I'll say is this: like, you kind of eyeball. You might be able to do it. You can choose whether or not you want to do it.
If
with
the
this guy.
person could carry them without flight, they can carry them with flight. If the person, yeah.
So you'll just be moving a bit slow. Okay.
I only need to get him 20 feet up.
Okay. Okay. So you then you swoop down, and he, you see him start to like. You start diving at him, you get about 10 feet closer towards him, and he like waves out his hand, starting some sort of spell. He says, "Do not touch me." And you can choose whether or not to finish your...
I'm gonna pick him up if I can.
Sure. Okay. So you dive in, and
Hopefully he misses.
turns out he's fucking
Moving
bluffing.
target.
So you grab him underneath, or however you grab him, and you're able to slowly lift him up. His little friends that are standing around him, the two humans, kind of like, hide smirks, and the hobgoblin plops something down in the boat and just kind of rolls his eyes. Unhand me.
20 feet off the ground, you can tell me now. 20 feet off the gravel, you said. And in the water, I think we could make that happen, and I'm gonna fly out over the water.
This is not...
Unless you start talking.
This is not what Sanballat wanted. And you know that. Put me in the boat.
Oh, I'll put you down, and I'm gonna kind of fly down and dunk him in the water and then bring him back up.
Damn.
They're like way out here. Okay. And he got...
Better start talking.
I'd rather drown.
Oh, we can make that happen too.
Do it.
I think it'd be easier though, this way, if you just talk.
Give me an intimidation check.
Hot
Okay.
dog.
My first good roll.
Shit.
Nice. Needed that.
He kind of
Wait,
spits
that's a
out more.
19. Yeah, Jesus.
He spits out more water. Okay. Let's go back. This
You
is
got a pinky promise though.
fine. And he you just feel him reaching around, trying to find some semblance of something he can pinky.
I'm gonna go put him down closer to our group.
Okay. So we'll drop him back here, let's say.
Yeah.
Fine.
Good lad. And I'm gonna pat him on the head.
Does Sanballat have your word that we are free to go after I talk and give you all the answers you need? And the bird stays the fuck away from me.
It didn't stop me before.
We'll consider it.
I want to speak to the
Depends on the
hobgoblin alone.
information.
And then,
Why don't you try convincing us?
well, tell Sanballat what you need to know. And the hobgoblin, by the way, just kind of shrugs and steps off to the other side of the boat.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk over this side of the little cavern that we're in.
Sure.
Milo, do you want to take the lead?
Why don't you take the lead on this?
All right. I'll walk right up to him. Pleasure to meet you, Sam. That name is Wyatt. Talk to me a little bit about what you've been doing over here. This is a weird place to be living, don't you think, Sam?
My name is Sanballat, and it is a little bit weird, but as I'm sure some of you might have heard, there is information to be had here. So I sought it out. And I was working on finding it. before you barged in, and killed half of my friends, by the way.
You
Thanks
attacked
for
us
that.
First,
Well,
we brought one of ours down. I just managed to get him back up.
You intruded on our home. I'm sure you would do the same if somebody barged into yours.
I will say it did seem a little bit odd that you were ready for us.
It's hard not to notice when one of your own spells goes off and starts screaming at you.
Were you prepared like that for them kids?
I was prepared for anyone who decided to trespass. This place is apparently a hotbed for people just looking, snooping around.
And what information exactly did you end up finding here?
Nothing yet. We were working our way in. The alchemist has some hidden goodies from what I hear. And it turns out he's got a little pack of guards waiting for anyone that tries to get to it. So, we've been figuring out how to deal with that.
What do you mean, pack of guards?
Skeletons.
Oh, the ravens?
No. The door in the other room. There's a pack of skeletons on the other
with
side.
The bar.
Yes, and there is one skeleton in particular in the next room that we have yet to meet. But that's the one I came to meet maybe a month ago. It's just taken a while to get ourselves in.
You have mentioned there was some fine fellow miles and miles away from here that conscripted you against your will. That sounds pretty horrible. Who is this spectacular fellow?
Well, you see, the reason it's taken so long for us to get in that room is because we've been tasked with overseeing an operation. And at this, Ned kind of like makes his way into the room and stands next to you, Wyatt, to kind of hear this. Sanballat like looks him up and down. Yes, well, there's a ship that makes its way in here and uses this place as a bit of an offloading station. And we've been tasked with clearing the way for them. So we signal them and let them know whether or not the coast is clear, literally, and they come in, unload their goods, and we don't even get paid for it. We're just allowed to stay.
And what's in the goods? Are we talking linen or are we talking... I'll give him a little wink.
Well, it's unsavory. Mostly, sure, some linens and some goods, but mostly it's, and as he goes to say this word, Ned dives over with his sword to attempt to stab him in the mouth.
Holy...
That's where we're gonna call the session.
Wow.
So we'll call that there.
Bitch.
So
Damn.
we'll call it there. So you're in the middle of questioning Sanballat, and then Grix, I will not forget that you're having a conversation with the Coughlin off to the side.
Of course.
What was he? Sorry, what was he saying when Ned jumped at him?
He said, he said some of it is goods, but mostly it's, and then.